The craziest porn site you ever been on?
Oh Lord.
I don't think you're ready.
Twitter. Mine is Twitter.
I'm pretty nasty, so I don't think you're ready for that.
What's the craziest one, man? There's some sites out there.
I don't know no sites.
It is.
I don't even know Twitter.
Oof.
I stumbled across the scat book before.
I don't know.
Okay. That sounds like some crazy shit.
You know, I gotta go into details.
Scatter penises.
Oof.
No.
It is something else.
Every day, man, I'm putting all this work in. So precise, man, I'm doing like a surgeon. Like a bird, man, I'm flying to the clouds in. Make no mistake, man, I'm built like I'm Tarzan.
Welcome back, guys, to Rant to the Real, the pod where real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in the top 50 podcasts. Don't need to look that up. Google is wrong. They might need data right now. Please don't trust them niggas. I'm your host, Uncle Chav, the hardest working podcaster in the U.S. Now let's start your day off with eggs, bacon vibes, and I'm the fucking vibes. We got guests today. 2 fucking guests. And they auditioning for that spot I told y'all last week. I'll be working. So now I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because they could do it way better than I can.
I'm B-Dog. That's what it be like, boy.
Oof.
I'm B-Dog.
B and D dog.
Eating B-Dog.
Let's fuck
Chocolate
it.
and peanut butter.
Yo, let's ball. Y'all said y'all wanted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the craziest porn site you ever been on?
Oh Lord.
I don't think you're ready.
Twitter. Mine is Twitter.
I'm pretty nasty, so I don't think you're ready for that.
What's the craziest one, man? There's some sites out there.
I don't know no sites.
It is.
I don't even know Twitter.
Oof.
I stumbled across the scat book before.
I don't know.
Okay. That sounds like some crazy shit.
You know, I gotta go into details.
Scatter penises.
Oof.
No.
It is something else.
What else? Oh God.
Yeah, it's not. You don't want to know what that is.
We gonna leave it at
I
that.
want to know.
I was younger. I went down the hole, and I ended up on, I think, HoodTube, and it was it's the most ratchetest. Just like, whoa.
Okay, I guess if we talk about being younger, the craziest one I seen was Crackheads Gone Wild on DVD.
What?
It was wild. I'm like, why do we even have this? Why is this in a collection of DVDs? It was wild.
The DVDs used to go crazy.
It was crazy.
Everybody had-
Crackheads Gone Wild.
Everybody
They
always
go
said
wild
that.
anyways, but Crackheads Gone Wild for sex, that shit is loud.
Everybody always had that uncle that had that big ass tote that just fell to the top of DVDs and shit. And then you're like, let me put this in. And you're like, oh.
That ain't for me.
Take that back.
Uncle Nasty.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the topic, do you think porn is bad for people's mental health?
I feel like if they're watching it every day, yes.
Okay, so what's a healthy amount, you would say?
Maybe once or twice a week.
Okay.
Depending on your sexual desire, how you are. If you're a sexual person, once or twice.
Once or twice?
I can't really speak on it.
Yo, she don't watch porn. She don't watch porn.
I make porn though.
The whole thing.
Not being serious.
As a strong, independent woman, right? Do you feel that you should stand up for your own rights and men stay out of it, or should men help?
Hell no, I think men should help.
Yeah.
Just as I didn't want that kid, you don't want that kid either, right? So we might as well just lock arms and tell these motherfuckers, like, get your hands off my body. Only he can have his hands on me. Just saying.
So should it still be the old people in it, or should it be a younger generation moving there?
I think we should educate.
The older folks.
Them
I feel like a lot
70,
of them
80-year-old men and shit?
Yeah, I feel like they're stuck in their ways. So
They think it's the 60s and we put
Yeah.
go in the kitchen and that's the only thing we do.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I probably make more money than you, baby.
That's the whole thing.
And I do it better
We out
than
here
you.
making more money than men.
I'm a female mechanic. I do it better than you. Like, just saying. So it's just like, stop living in that primitive time. You gotta get past that. Like, I think you just need to be educated, and I think I think men need to be more vocal, even the younger men. They need to be more vocal, like, to support us.
But I feel like it's because of like the lack of education. A lot of even young men, they only go based off of what they're learned in their household. So I feel like we should really focus on educating them because we're more likely to change them than we are to change.
So what if they got the 1950 parents and they think, you know, the way how they saw us, how they think it's normal? You still be like, you gotta fix that?
Wait, repeat the question.
So like, you feel me? It's some people out there that still got the 2-family household, mom, dad. You feel me? Dad worked 7 jobs, mom just clean and cut the grass and all that shit, and he think, oh, that's normal, and he trying to find that again. Would you be like, oh nah, that ain't it, nigga, or is it like?
Nah, whatever works for your household.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
if y'all agree upon that,
Yeah.
then that's cool. But if that's not, and if you come with me, I'm like, listen, I'm not staying home with them damn kids all day.
For real.
Like, listen,
Pick and choose. Pick
We gonna have
somebody
to-
that's what they want to do.
yeah,
Can
gotta talk about it.
can 2 independent people live together in harmony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
It happens all the time.
Right.
Roommates.
I feel like modern day relationships now are 2 independent people living together.
more so.
But do you feel like they get along, like realistically?
Yeah, if you communicate.
Right?
If you
Communication.
communicate.
Knowing
if you
when
can
to
comprehend.
submit. You know.
But then you wouldn't be
Everything in
independent at that point, though.
You are independent. You can still
independent.
compromise.
You can submit and be independent still.
You can still compromise.
Okay, I fucks with it. Do you think men can pull off nail polish, or is it just too zesty?
I've dated men that were no polish.
I have not, but they can do what you want. But
Yeah.
Is it color based, or is it like it's just kind of like whatever? I feel it like, cause I see some of the dudes I work with, they wear that shit, and like some of them pull off the black, and this one dude he pull off the mint, but it's like when they go to
I
like
think it
the
also depends on the person itself, because you can say generally like, oh no, but then you'll see some people like that person is really just pulling it the fuck off. Like,
Yeah. Like.
does it have to go with a lifestyle like goth people and shit? They wear that type of stuff, like,
I think
or is
we
it?
stay in that mindset to think that, but I
But
don't
it's
think that's
not,
not.
no.
No.
Because I know a
think
lot of
especially
people
nowadays,
that,
that's
a lot
not
of guys
goth,
that
yeah.
aren't goth
But
that
they'll do
were,
it.
yeah.
I know a lot of guys that do like clear now, just to do like a medi or a petty, just to keep their
Oh, with the gloss?
Yeah, they
yeah,
get
just to
their
keep it
nails
like
done.
nice. But
Okay,
then they do clear, not necessarily a color.
okay. Without blaming men, why can't you keep a guy?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead. Hold on, who said we can't keep a guy though?
I guess you know.
It's just a
The point is, we can keep a guy.
Yes.
Can a guy keep us?
I feel like for me, my issue is I don't know when to keep my mouth closed. So I feel like my mouth gets me into trouble a lot of times, and it's part of the reason why I'm feeling.
I would say I love hard. They don't be ready for me. They don't be ready for me though. Like I love hard. Oh my god.
you can't blame men. What's your
What's an internal issue that you feel like you have that can stop you from being in a relationship with a
I'm
man?
not prideful. I'm independent. I guess like really, really bad. Where I'm like, I don't need you to do that. Like,
and that goes back to 2 independent people coexist.
right. But I can communicate with you and it can work. But if we don't communicate it, it's not gonna work. And a lot of men don't know that yet. Like they don't try to communicate. I started out like that when not communicating, and the guy taught me to communicate. So then I'm like, okay, that makes it work. It's gonna work if I communicate it. I understand. But now I know how to communicate, but then my biggest thing is that I'm just prideful. I'm like, I can do that. Did I actually do that?
Yo, not the face. Are you racist?
Nope.
No.
I don't care about your skin color. I don't like people.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very much am.
Huh?
I say racist shit all the time.
Oh,
I
you
feel like you're racist though.
black people can't be
We
racist.
can't. We can be prejudiced.
I mean, you can have what's those thoughts?
We do
Stereotypical
not
thoughts.
have the power to be racist. You know what I mean?
Because we are the oppressed.
We
But
are
we
the
could if we all
I
got
feel
together.
like it's not racism. It's very selected. Like
The stereotypes.
I like
Yeah.
black people. I support black people, but I don't like niggas. So like, I hate when one person fuck it up and they kill it for everyone in the room.
Oh yeah, I think we all.
So then it
can
just
say
be
that.
like,
even the niggas themselves could say that, and they be like, "Why is it always fucked up?" Like, nigga, cause of you. What do you mean?
Yeah.
because it'd be like one person that's just wait, I'm not shooting shots, but I don't like that bonnet shit. I don't like do rags. Like that shit is yo, put yourself together.
I don't
Why you in
know,
public like
let me see
that?
the
Why do
waves.
you feel? Why
Because we supposed to hold ourselves to a higher standard. White people
no,
already.
We talk about that white gaze. We're not gonna do that. White people already.
They
you can
are-
do that. You can still carry yourself.
They
in a
already look
polite,
down on
professional
us.
way. So what?
I'm not gonna hold
That's
you.
because they think that we're in their place.
When I was at work the other day, Shorty was a doctor. She had a whole fucking what the fuck is that shit? The little stretchy,
What, a wrap?
the sleep, the bonnet.
Head
A bonnet?
tie or-
Yeah, but it was like not the shower cap one, just the regular pink
Is it
silky.
bonnet? Okay.
What did you
Is her
do?
skills? Is her skills different?
I know the skills don't
Does she look
change, but
different?
these white people looking at you like, what is this
So-
monkey doing?
So what?
A Muslim person can wear their.
And they still look at that like, what is the sand nigga
That's
doing?
the, hey, we are not living in a white person world. That's
Yes,
what you have to
but
realize.
we gotta
take
play
this
to
over.
win.
No.
You gotta play to win.
I already got here. I showed my skills. You told me pull myself up by my bootstraps, right?
Right.
You didn't tell me to change what I
And
was
you gotta
doing.
understand, motherfuckers sit there and complain about that shit all day.
That's okay. Complain about me, baby. But did I help you?
That shit still
Did
hits you
leave out
negatively.
here with your leg?
Did
fully,
she
like,
still attend to the
She still did a job, but it's still
Exactly. So why does that matter?
You're gonna just like me. No matter
what.
what, you can be the perfect, like the most perfect person. They still will not.
That's
Still
100%.
not.
But the world we
Still
live
not
in,
enough.
the world we
That's the world we
live
live
in
in.
cares about aesthetics,
So
and
what?
aesthetically, it looks terrible.
And aesthetically, we need to stop that.
I can't
We need to
fix
cut
that.
shit. Oh, if you can. You could be a.
I'm not finna be a martyr.
Should not affect how I do my job.
I mean, wear what you want to wear. I'm just saying I don't like it. It
That's
just
like
look
now
like
they saying
damn.
you can have tattoos and still be a teacher. Or you can wear tattoos, still be a doctor. You can have tattoos and be whatever.
I'm all for it, man. Just like present
So
yourself.
right here,
Come like,
Come present
So you feel
yourself.
like
though.
men shouldn't walk out the house with a do-rag?
hell nah. The fuck is you doing?
Why?
Because that shit look corny to me. Just to me. It's
But that's
like
what you think then.
yeah, it's just to me. I'm not saying that's how the world should be. It's just to me. It's don't. I wouldn't dare walk out like I wouldn't wear my hair in an afro. I don't like that shit because it
You
look.
wouldn't wear
So you
afro.
weren't wearing hair in an afro?
Because it gets nappy. After a couple hours, it gets nappy and it
That's
looks
why they
crazy.
got products to not.
Nah, it don't matter. After a couple hours, it's done.
No. You just gotta find
You
it.
remember when niggas used to do that shit with they fucking.
Because that's different.
That's how it
They're
look.
trying to create.
And that's how it look after an hour. That shit hurt.
It don't hurt.
If you got the right products,
Right.
it won't hurt.
But if you continue
Nah.
doing it, it's not gonna.
Keeping
it's not
up
gonna
with your
happen.
natural hair is.
It's just like the men with waves.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
up
it
with
is.
my natural hair, and I'm gonna always have it done. I'm never gonna walk out of this house with my shit looking crazy, because I know other people looking at me as a reflection of my household, and I don't want my household looking crazy.
So you think
I represent
because you
this
walk out
household,
the house
and I don't
with
want-
an afro that will make.
I
I don't want a nappy afro. If I wear an afro, it's only gonna be nice for an hour. I know this about me, and I know that after that hour, I'm gonna feel some type of way. And I know other people looking like, who the fuck is this nappy head nigga? And I don't like that.
And who you talking about? The white people?
No, just anyone. I care about my house. I care about my household and how I represent everyone inside this
I grew up
house.
just wearing my afro all the time. I used to have my hair out all the time. And
My
so
hair
I
was-
started bundling it up.
my
and
hair was
putting it
always
on straight
done.
on. And they'd be like, why do you come out like this? I'm like, the same reason why you'll pay for it. To get it to look like this.
It was always done,
pay for this shit.
and I always had
Put that
waves.
shit in there, but my shit look like this already. So why should I now?
Okay, so you feel like if somebody goes to the store, they shouldn't have on a do-rag or they shouldn't have on a bonnet.
No.
And people should wear hats.
I mean, fuck it. But I'm saying, me personally, I would never walk out the house knowing I look crazy, because I represent this house and everyone in this house is under me.
Mm-hmm.
And I represent our name to the fullest, and they're not finna say, oh, she looking crazy because that nigga crazy. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Not on my name. I worked too hard to build my name to where it is.
I guess. I I guess. There's been days I walked out the house crazy, but then that
It depends on where I go.
Now, mind you, if you just go to the corner store, grab me some snacks, you hit the
No,
back.
that'd be the worst days.
Whatever, do your thing.
Everybody did.
Everybody in their mouth.
It'd be the days that you
But I'm
just
talking like-
up and you went somewhere that you didn't see no one.
You about to go do errands, you about to pay bills, you about to go to work
Yeah,
after.
you dress up, you didn't see no one.
You should
You
be
go to the
wearing
corner
the
store,
sweats
you
with the
see
holes and
everybody.
stains and shit all over. Like, throw a jacket on or something. You ain't got to change the shirt. Just
I mean, I don't agree with wearing pajamas out the house.
that shit don't look bad. Aesthetically, it's not pleasing. We already look bad as a black people. We trying to get ourselves out of it.
No, we don't look bad.
Hell yes.
No, we don't.
We already look crazy in these black
No, we
people out
don't.
here.
That's because you're following that
That's
white gaze.
racism.
I told you I'm racist.
No, you're not racist. You just have something.
You
against
just have
black people.
you just have this perception that the white people told you to have.
Yeah.
No, I just
Yes,
know
it
what
is.
wrong looks
You're
like, and I
following
do the
that.
That's not wrong.
opposite.
That's not wrong. If you grew up around all black people steady doing that, that's what
Did,
you're gonna know.
and that's how I was.
what I'm
You
saying.
gotta come out the
That's
house looking
because you
right.
Then have somebody tell you like that's not okay.
No, that's exactly
you
how.
shouldn't speak like
That's
that.
exactly how
You
my
should
mom
not look
was.
like that.
You're not leaving this house looking crazy.
Right.
I know a lot
But
of
it's to an extent.
black families.
Yeah,
You're not leaving it.
Their parents said you can't leave the house.
You're not even leaving this house with dirty socks. No, that's not happening. You're not leaving this house with just your toes out. Put some socks on, then your sandals. You're not walking out looking
But it's
crazy.
like sometimes you're dragging it. Everybody calm down. We got too much to be worried about to be worried about.
Yeah, but
what
we
the hell got
represent
on.
this household.
I
This
understand,
household
but
is.
there's more than just a household.
Yeah,
Then again,
but you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it.
maybe you're just a little too invested in me, and you need to be invested in.
But
taking
the way I
other
see it is,
problems.
I'm the motherfucking king of England. You think fucking whatever name her was, whatever that bitch was, she came out looking crazy?
Which one?
The white bitch that died.
Which
Queen
one?
Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, she has.
She is not
When
walking out
I'm
looking
gonna tell you
crazy.
when she was looking crazy. When she was over here, one of the people having our people in Africa, and over here bring them here and that slavery, but nobody want to talk about it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
That's
aesthetics.
not looking crazy. That's
I'm talking about aesthetics.
That's aesthetics.
I'm
That's
talking
part
about
aesthetics.
she walked out,
She can let- so she
jeweled
can
the
have-
fuck
she
out and
can-
everything. She don't care if she go to
Of
Walmart.
course,
She wear the
why did she
crown.
do that? Why?
Because aesthetics.
Black people and
Nah, 'cause she had to look a certain part.
And
And I
not
feel
work
like
for
she had to
slavery.
look a certain part because she was a queen.
Exactly. I'm a motherfucking king. I'm not walking out of this house looking
Are
crazy.
you though? But according to white people, you're
Well, white
not.
people
According
kiss,
to the
well,
aesthetics,
white
you're
people
not.
kiss my ass.
No matter if you
but
had that
I'm
power
still
or
gonna
not.
hold my head high the fuck up.
And so no matter what you wear, you should.
Exactly. If I'm wearing,
Exactly.
if I'm
So,
wearing,
if you're wearing
I'm
that
saying,
motherfucking shit,
if I'm wearing a
you
motherfucking
get
bill,
home, you
I'm
have a
already
toupee on.
smelling good with my beard edged up and my hair done. I'm not
Hey,
walking
listen,
out looking crazy.
You don't have to look crazy. Just because you got a do-rag on don't mean that you're looking crazy. Most people that's wearing a do-rag is because they care about their hair. And they're like, ooh, I'm not about to mess up my
Yeah,
motherfucking
but-
leg.
But if I'm not-
a do-rag with a nice outfit,
Hell no.
And he's not trying to mess up his wig. He like, I'm gonna wait.
But if I'm stepping out, I want y'all to see this motherfucking
He's
spin.
gonna wait until he actually get to that door.
Hell no, the minute I open this door, I know for a fact that bitch across the street is looking out her window.
Oh, well,
So when I walk out this house,
why should we care about
I don't care.
Exactly.
But I represent me. Don't shoot that
It
door
don't
open.
matter. Is she more important than this person and that person?
Hell
No. The place that you're going, your destination is not their house.
who you are, and if you're secure with who you are, it shouldn't matter.
I'm gonna be
what it is.
100% secure while I'm looking my motherfucking dandiest. Dapper Dan.
Because you're like, oh, I'm looking like this for make sure. Oh, you see me? You see me? You should make sure everybody's seeing you. Then
It's not just for me, it's
no,
everyone
I'm saying
behind
for
me.
you. I'm saying for you though. This is a thing for you because
It's for
someone
me,
behind
it's
you
for the
may
dogs,
not
it's for
care.
my mom, it's for my
But then
shorty, it's for my
someone behind
sisters,
you
my
may not care.
grandma. All the motherfuckers behind me. Yeah, I
And then
represent
someone
us.
may not care though. So it's like you did all that work for what?
I don't give a fuck. At the end
So
of
then
the
it's
day,
good for you.
What if you
day,
did all that work and they still?
at the end of the day, you can be like, hey yo,
Right. I told you it's never enough.
I would rather you hate than I know I'm not doing my best. I'd rather you hate because I did my best than I know I didn't do my best.
I'm just but we're talking about appearances.
Yes.
Appearances should not matter. It's about, we all talk about merit. Your appearance does
If I'm
not go
going
with your
somewhere
merit.
out, I'm not gonna look crazy.
That's okay.
Me
But
personally.
you wearing a do-rag does not make you look crazy. That's
I
a
feel
part
like
of
it do.
the black culture. And you're
Is
just,
it?
It is.
Why?
Because we protect our hair. It's a way we have different hair.
Exactly why I won't rock the fucking afro because my hair will just.
No, you can still protect it. It's the what you have to, just like I told you, your product.
Who about to
Black people
fucking sit
drinking-
there and pick that shit all day?
So you're just not.
Willie.
I got,
Yeah, you're not
I got a life to do besides sit there and walk around doing this
You
shit all
can still
fucking
be
day.
doing what you need to do if you had to do it. Take your time. Oh, your break, you can pick it. Oh, you're not doing this right now? You can
My
pick it
job
right
is
now.
one
Your
big
hands free.
fucking break.
Your hands free right now, you could have been picking. Like, I've came out plenty of times with my afro and people have said something, but I'm
Oh
like,
no, a nice fell on a girl looks amazing.
what's the difference?
So what about Brent Fayez? He wears afro.
Who?
Brent Fayez.
Singer.
I can't speak on somebody else because they hear probably different. I'm telling you, for me, in 1 hour, my shit will look crazy. It'll look like wool, and I don't like that. It makes me feel some type of way.
Ooh, like Jesus.
And I like if I come out, it be bouncing, it be out here,
Yeah,
and then
but
it
that's
just.
all of us because it's natural hair.
I don't like that.
If
For
you research
me.
natural hair, it's hard to take care of. That's why we all try to take it. That's why we do braids. That's why we straighten it. That's why we do weave.
That's why I'm always
why we do
getting
that.
done. I'm not
But-
shitting on the weave.
Right,
I'm
I
not
get
shitting
it.
on the
But I'm
wigs.
saying that's why we do it because
So-
we are scared of our natural hair.
Exactly.
Stop
Keep
being scared,
fucking
baby.
putting that natural work
Stop
in.
being scared, baby, and put the work in. Didn't they say
Hell.
you put all that work in for the white people, but you won't do it for yourself? Start doing it for yourself, and baby, your shit will be.
I'm all for myself.
So do it. Do that.
I do this fucking pod. Every single week I talk to myself.
Natural hair. We talk about.
What do you mean?
Dude, no.
What do you
I'm
mean?
talking about wearing the afro.
Oh fuck no.
Yes. Do it. Try it. You'll love it.
Actually, I can't even do that because every time I go to work, I always got to throw hands with somebody. And they pull my hair, it's gonna be a
Where you
problem.
want to put it in here? That's a no-no.
Right.
They already know nothing. First of all,
These
put it back in
motherfuckers,
here.
they call the ambulance. We show up, they get upset, and now we gotta fight.
Who? Wait. So I know you do EMS, but like, who is over here worried about your hair? I'm trying to save your life right now. And if you
Motherfucker,
got a
so when
problem,
you show
you
up,
will die on this ground right there.
motherfuckers
Okay.
get aggressive for whatever reason. They already had a bad day.
Right.
And you think it's about your hair?
No, it's not about the hair. It's when they do this shit.
So
Why
If
would
you
they
have-
be doing that?
Because that's what they fucking do.
you need an officer there.
I am the officer.
No, you need an officer, not EMS. You need an officer there. They're like, if you do this to our other officer, no. What, you gonna punch him?
Yes.
So then you get there. Where your ass wrong? Be punching people the fuck out.
Yeah, but I don't want you to call my shit. That shit still
Hey, you
hurt.
get punched if you do it. Then I bet you they never touch somebody else here.
Don't touch
Last motherfucker tried me, he lost.
Yeah, there you go. You teaching lessons out here without teaching them.
Yeah, but I'll never see them again.
That's okay, but I promise you, he won't touch nobody here again, whether they're black or not, because he gonna be like, oh shit, they gonna punch me. Oh damn, no, they
Hell
gonna punch.
nah, niggas always try to go for your hair. Fuck that. I like my shit nice and laid, and you feel me?
That's
Presentable.
fair.
That's just me.
Everybody's- Yeah,
That's just me.
People are different.
Right.
But I feel that when a black man has, especially a black man or a minority, aka majority, they have that do-rag on this because they care. You're looking at it a different way just because of who you are, but I feel that it's because they care. That's why they put it on in the first place. That's why they took that time to keep their natural hair. That's why they took the time to whether brush it, moisturize it, whatever they had to do with it. When I don't care, I'll be like, listen, my shit
Right,
be
sometimes
frizzy and all that.
Maybe I have my
When I
mindset
wrapped that
because
shit, you knew I cared that day. When I wrapped that motherfucker that came out, you see me downstairs. I had the bonnet on. I was like, you see, I cared a little bit. So I was like, let me let it know
came
decent.
up here because we both had on our head ties pulling up.
That was showing that we cared. We
came
tried to look
up
decent,
here.
you know.
right, so I respect it.
But you would look at us like, oh my god, they came outside with this shit on.
Yes, I would say that.
Judging us.
A little bit.
You seen us with it. You seen us with it. You were judging us.
I was like, damn.
Oh Lord.
Sometimes you gotta keep your hair tied down until you get to where you gotta go.
Yeah, you
Hood business. Right, but then y'all took it off because y'all cared about your appearance, right?
Well, let me go
No,
get it
no.
so I can put it on.
I took it off because I knew you was gonna judge me. That was it. I ain't feel like punching nobody tonight.
No.
You be punching people during work.
I wasn't gonna judge you
Yeah,
to
you
your
already did.
face.
You over here, my
So y'all think like this girl got.
I'm like,
He over here looking like, oh my god.
damn, these fucking
That's
hood burgers
crazy.
fucking my video up.
Wow. we done made it great. This is gonna be the highest one. Oh my gosh. Money over here.
But nah, I fuss with it though. I fuss with it. Yo. What's the most you ever done for a man that wasn't yours?
What you mean, like?
Like you wanted him, but it wasn't yours yet. Like what's the most y'all ever done?
Without being a girlfriend.
I mean, I'm very like I don't do shit for a nigga if he ain't mine, so I really can't.
I started to do that nowadays. Like before, I would do it, but it's not doing it to make him mine. It was like I was just doing it because that's how I am. Like just this is how genuine I am. When the people are like, but don't you think they're gonna take advantage of you? And I'm like, but if you do, and eventually I notice it, then you lose. So I get over it. But like I remember somebody told me I was single. My status is single married, and I was like, single married? What does that mean? And it was because I was really single, but I was doing married things. And I was like,
Playing a wife.
like, hold on, let me sit back, because where the ring at? I can't do this. So I had to fall back. I can't do it. Oh, you need something, baby? We're going to talk to some other bitches. I ain't even got it. Wrong
I think the
bitch.
most I've done was like cook.
Okay.
Cause I
And see, sometimes that's too much.
That is.
How's that too
Way
much? You like the motherfucker, you go ahead and make him a bill.
But they don't appreciate it. Like,
Right, you said
you'll
being
cook
a
for them,
girlfriend,
and
like,
they still
them
give you
type of
their ass to kiss. So,
Okay.
So it's just stuff like
I respect it. Hey, it's y'all thing. I respect it. Do y'all respect y'all easy layups? Like, you know you can call this nigga and he gonna come through. Do y'all respect him? Or is it kind of like...
Yep.
say no. Because 9 times out of 10, those niggas that you call for, you know, that moment, that night, they ain't shit.
So wait, what are we talking about? Just sex? Or we talking about like other things they offer?
I mean...
Cause you know how you got one for sex,
I could get
one
mad
for
if you're
this.
talking about sex.
Oh.
Okay, I was, but let's talk about just in general, like that easy layup. Just like I know that if I call them, they gonna come
So you
through.
gonna bring
It
it?
depends on the situation.
Oh no, I
If it's like I call you, like I
yeah,
need you to do something for me, I'm gonna respect you.
Yeah, if you
But
do
if
something
it's like you're just coming to
For
fuck,
dick.
yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying like
You get that.
you know that if you text this dude and be like, yo, give me $5, he gonna send it. Do you,
So that's
do you
what I'm saying.
respect
Yeah,
him?
of course I would.
that type of thing, yeah. But if it's about dick, no. Any nigga call for dick and
Right.
they be ready. Hey, niggas be sending dick pics. Like, whoa, what the? Where the fuck?
I did not ask for that. Where did that come from?
What the?
So y'all don't like the unsolicited dick pics?
Hell no. Don't send me your dick. You know how, let me tell you, you know how many men I have caught, like, that have added me on Snapchat or Instagram from a dating app, whatever. You know the first thing these motherfuckers send? A dick pic. Who
And then
can
what
ever see your dick?
The worst is that it be a nigga with a dick that be like, you showing that?
Right.
You showing that?
They'll
You
send
ain't
you
think about
videos.
Did you watch that motherfucker?
No keys to the situation. I be saying, cause why? Well, what do you get from that? If she say yeah, come through, you should be scared of her.
Yeah, you should be. Right? That's what I say. I'm like,
Cause like she either gonna rob you or she got something crazy.
yeah, the first thing I'm thinking is set up. Then I'm like, hold on, that bitch, she do this for everybody. She might die something. Hold on. But niggas don't think like that. They be like,
don't.
oh
They only
shit,
think
my
about
dick
getting their nut.
ready for it. Like, no, my boy. I was just talking to my coworkers about this. I'm like, yo, he was like, the girl was just telling me that dudes be sending dick pics. I'm wondering why they do that. And I was like, I'm wondering the same damn thing. I'm like, I received one this morning. That shit was crazy to me. He's like, you did? I'm like, yeah. But the scary part, baby, you wanted to send it to me, so I guess it's for everybody. I'm pretty sure you sent me, send it to somebody else. We okay? And I hate when it's the same like dick pic that you probably used like a year ago, and I could tell. Like, stop playing with me.
Y'all
Y'all don't like the old ones?
I ain't trying to fuck you.
No, it should be new to me. If you want to submit your unsolicited dick pics to me, it should be new. It should be like, oh shit, I just thought of you, so let me take this pic now. No, you will call me and then what do you? Hold on. Oh shit, I remember when I sent this to what's the name?
nothing, just dick.
Hello.
So out of all the dick pics y'all ever received, what y'all think is the better angle? The top, the side, the bottom, from the back? What kind of angle?
Whatever angle that you can see the
I like a
thing.
nutting video.
Video is the best, yes, the video.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I want solicited videos, but just
But I'm saying, if it was, now you've got to the
Right,
point where you
no.
want a solicited pic, which you feel me, like what angle?
I think it don't matter about the necessary angle.
Yeah.
It's more so how the dick look. Like if your shit looking at you, I'm gonna be like, this video.
If you're little, she can see yourself.
Like niggas be strong behind that. They be.
So what
This
is,
dick pic, what's up?
what's little to you guys? What's considered small?
It don't even poke out.
Alright, so like, let's put it in terms. 12 too big or too little?
Too big.
12. You said 12.
A footer, yeah.
Who fucking shit? No shit up.
That's a bad deal.
Don't come over here with that, okay? Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be one of these bitches that be lying to you like, oh, I like, no.
10?
You're not about to rip me apart.
10?
Baby didn't rip me apart.
I mean, I feel like anywhere between a 7 and a 10.
I think it depends on the nigga. If I fuck with you, I'm
But
fuck
it's all
with
about
you.
the motion of the ocean. I done fucked a couple of niggas that they had a big dick and they
Didn't know how to work it, right? So it's just like, you got all this dick for
You
what?
got all this dick and
Give it away. Give it a fucking way. Give it away to this nigga over here. Like, come on now. What you talking about? Now I'm feeling real disrespect. You came over here, what? Let me talk to you.
You was fucking this big game. Oh, niggas love saying that. Did you come? Did you come? And if you got an ass, hell no, I ain't coming.
Listen, do not fucking ask. Because you're not going to like the answer. Because I was going to tell you before you even asked.
I tell niggas, you ain't make me come. It's only a handful of niggas that have.
So like, is you trying to hurt their feelings or is it just be
No.
like,
No,
Being real.
being real.
is those the one night stand kind of deals or is it just like this shit me?
Shit.
It's more like friends with benefits.
Okay.
If it was my nigga, I'm like, listen.
If it was my nigga, we'll have to have a conversation.
We gonna sit down and have a conversation. I'm like, let me control this situation right now, okay?
So does every time have to be that time, or is it kind of like, you know what, fuck it, we missed a few, but it's alright?
I mean, I would consider that a quickie. But if you talking a big game and trying to go,
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah,
hell yeah, you better be playing.
Boy, you
that.
better be
I
too.
better be.
You better smash this bitch, and I'm over here can't remember what the fuck even just happened.
Can't even get out of bed.
Yo, I couldn't even get up after you just did that to me. What the hell just happened?
A lot of men, they don't know how to please a woman.
Mhm.
They.
I mean, we see the stats. They be like, oh, same-sex partners is over here for women over here getting 80%, and heterosexuals are 60% of getting. I'm not fucking with no bitch, but the shit is just crazy to me. I'm like, damn, that's nuts. You ain't. Now I see why she gay. Damn, she.
Do you
She
think
on the other side because
that-
you don't know what you're doing.
those gay relationships are good for the kids?
Gay relationships are good for you. I think.
Whatever works for your
Yeah,
household.
I mean, there's some kids that's been raised very proper and whatever, so where they need to be, they're doing well, and it had nothing to do with the relationships. And I think also it's like when you're stuck on that, then you miss the importance of this kid has loving parents. So should they be in a same-sex household where they love them and give them everything they need and provide for them, or should they be in a heterosexual relationship where it's abuse? They're in like riddle of fucking whatever your drug is, your addiction, or whatever the cause that's having you do bad. Because like when you have a kid, whether you poor or not, you're gonna do for your kid. And that's just coming from me as a mother. Like I'm gonna do what I need to do for my kid. But the thing that'd be crazy is that motherfuckers will have kids and don't do shit for their kids. So it's just like, but then you have something to say about two of the people that's the same sex, but they'll raise your kid better than you can. I told my brothers, sisters, I told even my daughter, father, listen, if I couldn't do this for my kid, I would. If someone else wanted to take care of my kid and I could not at the time that I had my kid, of course I would let that person do that, like, cause they could do it better. And it's just more so. That's when I started knowing, like, damn, I'm mad prideful. Let me chill out, put my pride aside, cause this is about my kid. Do I want my kid to be a better person or a good person or a person that is thriving?
But
even if it's without me, yes, because I love my fucking kid that much.
do you feel that fucks the kids mentally though?
No, I don't.
Do you watch World News?
No,
I feel like
World
kids
News.
learn hate.
Yeah. You don't.
You're not
born
born
with that.
hating
Definitely.
people.
It's just like with
They learn
racism.
it.
Racism, whether it's gender, whether it's sexual orientation, whatever type of hatred, you learn that. Most kids don't even notice that type of stuff until you put it out there and tell them,
Right.
or until they learn it from someone else.
Educating.
I think so. When you educate them and learn, like, this may not be for you, but there are other people out here.
That.
And that's why you have to be understanding to everyone, because your way may not be their way, and that's okay. Just like for me, it was like when I grew up, I knew there were gay people, and I'm like, for me, I have no problem with gay people. One of my best friends is gay.
I didn't
see
know
him as
gay
my older
people
brother.
existed until I was like 19.
You said what?
I didn't know gay
19.
people existed until I was 19. I didn't even know trans people existed until like 22.
Is it because you're sheltered?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it just wasn't prevalent. It wasn't like right there, like boom, in your
You were
face.
sheltered. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I went to a city school. What do you mean?
Sheltered. We went to city school too.
Did you
Soda.
go- did you
Soda
go-
had it.
Huh?
Did you grow up in church
For a little bit.
for a little bit?
Yeah. That's why.
We went to shelter.
I didn't know they existed.
It's okay.
This wasn't my world.
And then just like, but because of that, if you educated a kid, then they
So
can
you-
know, like, oh, I'm comfortable with this because even though it's not for me, I can be comfortable with it.
So
I think
the
that's
only-
the biggest thing.
the
When
only
you
why-
try to shut it out, it becomes a problem because it starts that hatred. You're not like me. You're not like this, and it's like it shouldn't be that way.
The reason why I brought it up was because I watch the world news every morning. I get home at 6 a.m. By 6:30, I watch the shit. I got 30 minutes of news, some good shit. The past 6 episodes for the past 6 days, there was this one this morning. It was the 2 gay couples the 2 gay dudes that molested their 2 boys, and they was putting that shit on the news. Like they was like recording it and putting it out on the net. And then it was the little black boy that shot his classmate, who was a 5-year-old. He had 2 lesbian moms, and he was wondering why everyone was different than him. So he shot the nigga that was making fun of him. And then it's just been mad violence. Like the people that have lesbian or gay.
So you're trying to correlate it to that.
is it related, basically? Because like, is it fucking with these kids'
So
heads?
how about the white kids that shoot up schools?
I'm not taking that away from them. I'm just saying it's
or
becoming
heterosexual,
more
like,
prevalent now.
Let's talk about the kids that's carjacking out here. We're not talking about their parents. We're not talking about the.
But they said the reason why they did it was because of the gay shit. That was the only reason why I brought it up.
The reason why they did it is because someone was shutting them for their. No, it's a difference. You got to be able to understand what they're saying. It's comprehension, right?
Okay.
They're saying, I did it because my parents are gay. Not because their parents are gay. It's because they were getting mistreated because their parents are gay. They didn't ask to be brought in that. Just like most of us didn't ask to be brought in poverty.
But he got bullied by a student. He wasn't bullied by his parents.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That kid was bullying him based off of his parents being gay. Hey, you're different because you got two moms. Hey, you're different.
So isn't that fucking the kids' heads?
It's fucking the kids' head when you do not accept it.
But it's on the kid that's bullying.
Right. It's not about their parents. They did what they had to do.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. You can't force a 6-year-old to understand.
No.
I'm not saying
you can't. No. It's not about understanding. You
but
cannot.
Letting
You need to teach it just the same way we teach you, because they can understand. I need people to understand that now. 6-year-olds can understand. 6-year-olds understand better than motherfucking 30-year-olds.
So
50-year-olds.
maybe you
60-year-olds.
can make your kid understand, but outside looking in, I can't make your 6-year-old understand, or however you put this. I can't make.
So this is why we need to take.
So like if I'm a
responsibility for our kids.
teacher, and I see this shit going on, I cannot make the 7-year-old accept that 7-year-old's lifestyle.
It's not about
No, it's not. But that's not that kid's lifestyle.
But I can explain it
That's not their
all day.
lifestyle, though.
He's still gonna tell me the power of
No,
salt.
but that's not their lifestyle. What it is that you're not gonna bully. It's very simple.
Yeah.
That's not about the parents.
Because
We're not talking about the parents. We're talking about you should not be bullying. If they would have nipped that shit in the bud, that shit would have never happened.
Yeah.
It's very simple. If you're bullying, whether it's on the internet, in physical form, whatever, we already know that shit goes on. Do not bully. If you bully mine, I'm coming for you. I just need you to know
Me
that.
personally, I don't believe in
That's
bullying
fine.
because I just don't understand it.
You don't believe in bullying?
I don't understand it.
Okay, so this is a problem.
Because I really hit somebody.
Right, you would, but
So, like,
nine
why
times
you
out of
don't hit
10,
them back?
9 times out of 10, the kid that is being bullied is being bullied because of the way that they are. The
Hit
way
them
that they
niggas
have
then.
is-
I don't understand
not everybody's
that.
a fighter.
Not everybody can be, but
No, not everybody is a fighter. Even when you are, not everybody is a fighter.
You don't
I'm
have-
a fighter.
you don't
I'm
have-
about just fighting people.
you don't have to be the undefeated gladiator, but stand
But
up for yourself.
There are people that do not fight. That's
And I
the part
just
of
don't
fighting.
understand that.
That's the way the world works. Everyone is different.
It shouldn't
Everyone
be
is
that
not
way.
going to be like you.
You
Just
need
like
to tell
you
you-
are a
but-
form of a bully, though.
How yeah, I used to bully in high school. Used to beat
You
them.
are a fuck up. That's the problem. You are.
I was gangbanging though. I was bullying other niggas
Don't
from different
matter. It
hoods.
don't matter. That's still a problem.
That was just the way I was
That's
doing
a
it.
problem. But is it a problem? Yes or no?
It was a whole problem.
No, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I used
so
to
then
bully
that's
the
problem.
bullies.
So now, no, but still don't matter.
Wait, so you said he used to bully bullies?
Yes, cause like there was one little. He was Arabic, and he used to like run the class. He didn't speak very much English. They used to bully him, and I used to fight them niggas. Cause why y'all bothering him? He don't even know fuck what
Right,
I'm
but
saying.
that's different. That is different.
And then it was
That's really
You're not bullying. You're
sticking
you're
up
doing
for
your
a kid being bullied.
You're right, and you just have a different way of doing
and
it.
I just tell
Whether
niggas
it's
fight
teacher-
back every fucking day.
It's just like if you're gonna be working with kids, you have a
It's
responsibility,
easier
whether you have kids or
said than
not.
done to fight back. You
Yes.
know, sometimes it
We
takes.
can say, "Oh, I'm gonna talk right now. I'm gonna punch this person in the face," but then that situation comes, you're like,
Okay, but I used to be a teacher's assistant, and then one little dude he was on the football team. I think it was like 2nd grade or 3rd grade. He used to go tackling everybody, and the one dude he just kept targeting him, and I was like, yo, stop letting him do that to you.
right, and as in your position,
Stand up for
in your
yourself.
position,
Make a scene. Do
you
something.
Need to you need to talk to him.
Oh,
You need to
I would also talk to him like, yo, stop doing that bullshit.
No. I'm not gonna just talk to you. You're gonna get punished for your action. There's consequences to your action.
There's always
And
consequences
no
to
matter
your
what your age is, we're gonna start doing that now. It's just like if you're a kid.
But I'm not gonna sit there and enable that
Get popped,
victim shit
right?
either.
Right.
You
but-
got popped.
so-
Get up and get up.
I understand.
Dust
But
yourself
now you're
off.
thinking about as if it was your kid. You're treating it as, oh, if you don't hit them back, then
These are
you're
all
my
my
kid.
kids.
No, but the one I'm saying is if it was your own kid, because you can't treat everyone like your kid in some sense, in certain circumstances, because some people are not going to allow that. But if you're telling them, yeah, you should hit him back, their parent maybe pacifist and told them, don't do that. We do not
Yeah.
do violence.
We
You
don't
don't
do
understand that because you never
In
knew.
this classroom, you're gonna stand up for your damn
It's not
self.
only in this classroom. You
say
can't do that.
You gonna stand up?
You can't
There's
be
different people for a
the way
reason.
that his parents taught him how to act.
So when he get his shit rocked every fucking day, don't come to me complaining.
No, they don't come to you complaining. I'm gonna come to you complaining.
Hell no.
Yes,
I had a
yes.
conversation.
My kid don't. My kid didn't come here to fight.
I'm
This is not a fighting class.
And I told him, no, I'm still gonna hold you down, but you gotta defend yourself.
No, see, because you're attacking the victim. You should be attacking that kid.
I'm attacking him too, 'cause why you bugging?
If you're talking about you should be fighting, you should be like, if you hit him again, then I'm gonna hit you. That's the way that you're saying.
No, I'm not fighting him.
But I'm saying, the way that you're talking to that victim, we need to be taking care of victims. Like, yo, I understand you're a victim.
I
You do not
understand.
have to be a victim all your life.
Take care of it.
These are some tips and some advice for you. But for you, the one that's bullying, come here. Let me talk to you. Let me show you. It's just like why they put kids in the what's that? The Scared Away program. Why that scared straight?
Them little niggas don't fucking
Why do you
listen.
do? But why do they do that? Because they thought they were bullying, they thought they could fight, you thought you could do this. But real life did not hit you. Were you hit? Have you ever been in a gunfight and you got shot and you didn't want to be shot before? Like when that shit really gets there,
Right.
most kids that act like they're so fucking tough cannot handle that. Let's be real.
That's a fact.
That's good. And that's why we as adults are there. That's why we are moderators whether you have a kid or not. We are there to take responsibility for kids that are ours and the kids that are not ours. And when we don't,
for a
when
kid
we're-
that can't speak up
for themselves. And even if it's an adult, there are some adults that's old as fuck that can't speak for themselves. I've seen it. I seen the lady when I was working at the library. I remember a lady from the hub came in and tried to tell all the librarians and they're like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do with my kid. I'm like, hold on.
So,
I'm like, hold on. This is not a daycare, baby. Let me break something down to you. This is a library. This is a learning center. This is not a daycare. So how about you come up here and teach your kids what they're learning at school? Do they homework with them instead of some random person doing it, right? When your kid needs to be walked home, they shouldn't be walking by themselves. Because they get in trouble, now they getting sent home. Now it's a problem because they got sent home too early. It's a problem. Now you want to come up and fight the librarians that have been taking care and teaching your kids when you haven't been doing shit. You got me fucked
At
up.
what point does the responsibility come off of me, and it's now on you guys to allow like you got to do something?
So it takes a village to raise a child.
Exactly.
So therefore,
I also had a second grade who did not know how to read. He was literally the shit, and his parents used to come up there yelling at me because he couldn't fucking read and he didn't finish his homework at school. That's not my problem.
No, it's everyone's problem in that situation.
When I can do is 30 minutes, and all I can do is 30
That's
minutes.
understandable.
When he goes home with y'all,
Right.
turn that fucking TV
I'm
on.
gonna tell you the problem. Y'all placing blame now. Now the kids is being ignored because y'all placing blame. It's your problem. It's your problem.
I will 100% sit there and show them how to write that shit.
But I understand, but like-
plan for it. You shouldn't blame just the parents. It's a
You as a parent,
I feel as if it's like an 80-20. 80% is
Yeah,
on
of
you,
course.
and the 20% is on
You
me.
probably feel
Of
that.
course.
But
So
as a
why not
teacher,
come up with a lesson plan?
as a teacher, this is what you signed up for.
the kids.
As a
There's
parent,
only so much I can do. They don't do it at home. They just refuse to do it. They feel that the school should
and
be
that's when
doing
you
it.
need to. This is what I'm saying.
They already talk to them.
But then why not offer extra services for the kid to stay after school to learn how to read?
It's only 30 minutes.
No, she's saying
After
extra
school?
services.
Yes.
There's no more after school.
I was the after school program. It was 30
Lord
minutes.
Jesus.
Then what?
Then it needs to not be just you, teacher. It should be. There should be.
It was taught by grade.
Were you working for the city school district?
It was taught by grade.
Right.
So I had second
But what I'm saying
and
is
third
if you're
graders.
after school, then that means the teachers that have them daily, and then the parents, and then the
Right, so I shouldn't have any. I should not have a huge part in this at all.
Everyone should be involved.
Because there's so many people before me that should be.
You shouldn't think like that. You should be like, I'm gonna be a person that's gonna bring this person and this person together. Y'all need to be on the same level as me. I'm
Okay.
trying to make sure this kid can know how to read, but are you? Let me tell you what I'm doing for your kid. Let me tell you what I'm doing for this kid. What are you doing? That's the regular teacher. What
Okay.
are you doing as a parent? Let's put our goals and stuff. Our goal, everybody got the same goal? This kid to be able to read, not be illiterate? Yes? Okay, so my way to reach this goal is this. Then everybody should be going around saying they go. And if you are not participating in your goal that you set for yourself for that kid, then you are the problem.
I'm also a.
And then that's why CPS exists.
So
That kid need to go somewhere else.
out of 2 hours and 30 minutes a week, there's only so much I can do.
Right.
Out of
That's
top
why I'm
of
saying
being in the
you
10th grade.
Need to, if you're
What
the
the
one
fuck you want me to do for
that's
this child?
I'm gonna tell you what I want you to do for that child. You're the one with the mindset that's like, oh, this child is illiterate, but I know this parent's not doing it. Let me go, and I'm not the regular teacher. Let me go see what the regular teacher is doing. Because if they
Well, regular teacher piece the fuck out.
and that's a problem.
That's the problem. It's
So now it's being the regular teacher.
And I'm not finna be the one that's
No,
gonna
no,
fix
but
it.
the regular teacher, you're mad at the parents, but the regular teacher is putting it
Oh,
on
I'm
you.
mad at that too.
No, but the regular teacher is also the problem. The regular teacher is putting it on you. The regular teacher should be mad at the parents.
Because the regular teacher
But
got a corner
you
field.
should
She
be
gotta
mad
push
at-
them students
It's
through.
okay, but you should be mad at that regular
But
teacher.
don't you see that as a problem? The fact that they're pushing students through that.
Oh, it's a
clearly
big
can't
fucking problem.
read Or can't.
But it's not
but
just the
what
parents,
rest
what I'm
of the
saying.
class-
But if I give you a Cat in the Hat book and I say he can read up to page 2, you gotta help him with the rest. And he come back, he can't fucking read page 2 anymore.
So
That's a
who said
problem.
that? Whoever told you that, they are the problem.
The
as well.
parents won't go
No,
home and
the
finish
parent,
reading the book.
And then also the teacher. And then also the after school teacher, because everybody needs to be involved in this kid situation. So like, I'm like, for instance, one of my brothers had a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You know who was all there? There was about, I want to say over 8 adults there. And not just because there was the regular teacher, there was parents, there was other people in his family that cared, there was teachers, there was administrators, there were people that be in and out of the classroom like, hey, this is I know it. It's more, once again, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village. And I don't mean at home, the teachers that
you
are
could
the
go over
teachers.
the teacher head if the teacher isn't doing anything about it.
And then go back to the parents, because they are the kid's first teacher. But we all know in the type of world we live in, not all parents are these perfect parents or are parents, period. They are still babies.
Because they have to work.
No, because they are still babies, one, or they gotta work.
Yeah.
And it's like, you want to be invested, but do you have the time? So it's like, now I leave this to you to do it. But then, are you invested as I thought you were? So these parents may not have the opportunity. There's always a reason, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so let's have this meeting so we can talk about it. You're having this meeting as a teacher because you care. You're talking to the parent, but the parent is like, listen, I work a lot. He works a lot too, and we try, but we don't ever have time because by the time I'm telling him to read cat, I fall asleep. I'm really trying. I'm telling you I'm trying. But I thought his regular teacher would be doing it. When the teacher didn't tell me there was a problem going on. So how would I know there's a problem going on? Now it's a problem because you told me. But where's this regular teacher at?
Not my business.
No. It is your business because you care about this kid. So everyone is responsible for this kid.
One of my college professors, she said, Harrington, everyone has a story. Mm-hmm. Everyone has a problem. No one wants to fucking hear it.
What I'm saying is,
get the job done. She tell me, Harrington, get the job done.
And let's see. We're not gonna talk about her because people like her don't make it a successful world.
But I still excelled in that. I excelled in that class after that.
No. Because that's because she's telling you that I have empathy for people. That's okay to not have empathy, but you can still care and do your job.
To a certain point.
Yeah. Don't over care. Don't be like, oh my God, this person really don't care about this kid, so I'm gonna go adopt this kid. Hold on. There's a lot of kids.
But still, give you kids the tools.
I did the best that I could with the knowledge and the current where I was in life that I could give.
And that's okay.
And I did all that I could.
And you did your best. But now it's time to put responsibility on
where he is right now? No idea. That was also like 2012.
That's sad.
Yeah,
that was a while ago.
I mean, I did volunteer work in school, and it amazed me how many kids couldn't read. Mm-hmm. And it's like the teachers are so burnt out.
Because of no child left behind program.
But beyond that, it goes from just the school, it goes from the teachers, it goes from the principal, it goes to the superintendent, it goes to the school board.
To like 30
kids. But then you got a private school, they do 10 kids per teacher. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
That teacher can't reach that kid. Okay, I get it. So what the fuck is the school board doing? Oh, you're talking about you get how much money? I promise you, if we start taking we need consequences for motherfuckers that don't do their job and jobs that affect people like livelihood.
Yeah.
It's just like of a doctor. If you are fucking up bad, killing people left and right, the hands of mass destruction, you know.
One of the things that I learned is everything is controlled by money. And working in the medical field, I've learned that the insurance companies dictate what can be done. So
I don't want to even talk about the medical field.
If you need something and insurance is like, nah, I ain't paying that, you ain't getting that shit. It don't matter what the fuck you say.
Unless you steal it, and then now you're a criminal, or unless you start being,
or unless you get yourself into more debt.
It all depends on where this money is coming from. Because if the money isn't flowing in, whatever you want to do is not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah,
right. But it's crazy that there are people.
Insurance is a ripoff.
It's the biggest ripoff, but we have to do it.
No, we don't have to do it.
I mean, if you want to drive your car, you have to have insurance. If you want to buy a house, you have to have insurance.
That's the way the system is now. We are people. Where there are people, there is power. We can make that change, but we choose not to. We sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna accept it.
Because
I
will be the one that says, let's burn the system down for all over. But the problem is nobody's gonna do it.
You say that, right? But if you're already hesitant, why would I go?
I'm not hesitant.
She was like, listen, I'm gonna go. But if you motherfuckers not going with me, you might get your ass killed if you come with me.
I'm not finna be the only motherfucker that's gonna be arrested.
But that's just like here you're telling me, you better start killing people off. Dead weight. Snip. Dead weight. If you ain't with it,
one person is not going to change.
One person can't change.
Corporation's mind.
One person could do that.
Out of corporation's mind.
A person could do that. If you was that one person in corporation and handling shit, you could be that one person that changed everything. right? But it's just a matter of which level are you at? Which level do you want to be at? Which
I ain't trying
level
to work
do
for
you
somebody
want to
else's
go?
corporation, though.
Of course you're not.
I'm working
But
for my own corporation.
So there's so many different ways to go about it. But what I'm saying is, we sit here and try to. Okay, it's not my problem. We all, I believe we all.
100% say it's not my problem.
Listen, no, do we all not have a problem with like taxes, IRS, all this other shit, right? There's always that common problem, right? But then we allow
I've spent
even credit.
hours figuring out
Why is
how
my
to.
credit like this? But then I was never educated to even handle my credit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, right? But why is no one advocating for schools or schools to teaching? Why is no one advocating for outside programs? Why is no money being allocated to that? But
So,
we all are on that.
If you want to learn
but
it,
no one's doing it.
honestly, the best way, because I learned it, is economics, microeconomics,
No,
and
no,
macro.
I'm saying something for
So
everyone.
we shouldn't have to go to college to learn that. We should be taught that in high school. That's basic.
Exactly what I'm saying. Before you get out of high school,
Lessons that we
most
need
kids
to
already
learn.
have a credit card, but they don't know how to work it.
Most
What is
kids,
it, APR?
parents
Credit card?
fucked up
Credit
their
card?
credit because their
Before it
parents
was even
couldn't even
before
get
in high
their
school.
credit.
Like
It's a cycle.
So the point is, we all. This is what I'm saying. When we need to take responsibility.
I mean,
we
it
all are
all
against it,
comes
but
down to
who
if
is
you-
changing it? We're talking about the systems already in place.
Yeah.
Let's change it.
But it currently
But we
boils
don't,
down to
because
if
why?
you want to
Because
learn
we're
it,
comfortable.
you have to go look for it.
No. What I'm saying is, if you want to learn it, let's create it.
Because I looked
That's
for
my
it,
difference.
and I figured it the fuck out.
No. You can, but not everybody has those resources. Let's create it.
Everyone does have
No,
resources.
let's. No, everyone does not.
YouTube is available to everyone.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Everyone has a computer, everyone has a phone, everyone has internet. We already found that out. We found that out in school. No. Let's back up.
Whoa.
When COVID happened, we found that in school that most kids do not.
Whoa, but
We
you know,
found that.
but you know
That's why
what?
they were giving out
But
free
you know
internet.
what? Everyone
That's why
does
they were
have
giving out
access
free
to.
laptops.
You know what everyone does have access to?
What?
You can go to the fucking public library. You
Can
get a
you?
free
Hold
credit.
on, wait, I work.
the public library
I
is
work.
10,
I
15
can't go there.
If you-
Can you walk here? Can you drive here?
If you-
Everyone does have it.
Okay,
No.
but you gotta think
You
about
got
it.
the wrong mindset. What's
No,
the
if you really want it,
No.
you will make it happen.
No.
If
No,
you
no.
really want,
So,
like, boom, you wanted to
I
go.
work, right?
You wanted to
I
go.
work the same time as the library does. Does that mean I don't care?
Okay, but you work,
use the
right? How many
resources?
hours a week do you
No, I'm
work?
just saying. I work more. I work 50 to 60.
Okay, but
So,
where were you at last week?
No,
Where were you at last week?
No, listen.
You
It
were
does
at
not matter. The
You were
time
in
I don't
Toronto,
work.
right?
Right, but
Okay, you
no,
made time
no.
to do the thing you wanted to do.
Listen,
So
but was
make
the
time.
library open at that time? That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Listen,
probably.
No, library
open
I
Saturday,
was on
Sunday?
Yes, they are.
No, at a certain time though.
Okay,
And during that time, I was working.
that's not my problem.
Exactly. You're not making it your problem, but when it is a problem for everyone, we
If
need
you really want to
stop trying to
fucking.
use the resources that are there and create the resources that we need.
Okay, but everyone has a
It's just like the
fucking.
police system. We're using a police system that was based off racism.
Everyone in the city has a
Right.
cell phone though. And if
Everyone
you
does
don't,
not.
yes, they give out
No.
free phones in the
That doesn't
corner.
mean that I got one.
Go get
That doesn't
one.
mean they can go on the internet
You
and
have
look
the
up what
wrong
they need to
perception.
look
That's
at.
not it works.
Okay, but you can easily go to
Most people have
Starbucks,
already
sit
wrong.
down for free,
No, you
get on the
just said
Wi-Fi,
it.
and
So you should know that there are gay people because you
Are
live in
there
the world.
Starbucks in the hood? Is there Starbucks in the hood that you can just walk to?
yes.
No.
There's a
Where?
Starbucks down the street.
Where? In a
Ironically,
Walk,
nigga,
motherfucker.
ironically, that's not good. This man crazy.
There's a
No,
there's a Dunkin' Donuts down the street too. There's a McDonald's right there on Clinton, Upper Falls. They got
Right.
free Wi-Fi.
Oh,
That's in the hood.
Right, it is. You're right. You're
Tops
right.
has free Wi-Fi.
But
The
then-
Rochester Police Department, which is in that same plaza, has free Wi-Fi.
Do
The,
they?
Basically, we
Hold on,
just
do they?
roaming around.
I never knew that.
I didn't know
And
that.
how- Oh, you know that. Did you know they had Wi-Fi?
that's not my
They
fault.
never. No.
Ignorance is bliss.
It's not about no one's fault. It's about this is a lack of information. It's a
Ignorance
lack
is
of
bliss.
resources.
Because when I got a ticket
No.
for jaywalking, and I didn't know that was a thing. Cops said it doesn't matter if you don't know the law; it's still a law.
No. It does matter.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
why you get lawyers. If that was the case, lawyers would not.
If
say
you
it.
didn't know it
does
was a
matter.
law,
It does matter.
you can't just break it.
It does matter. Yes, it does matter. You did not intentionally break that law. It's just like that's why there's different levels of murder.
Now
that's
if
why
you
there are
want-
different levels of murder. Then listen to yourself.
What do you
right
mean? Murder's still murder.
now. No, it's not.
If I'm driving drunk and I kill you, that's still murder.
And that's why it's differently charged, right?
Right.
It's different than me shooting someone. You get different charge. So there are
100%.
different levels of murder.
Well, because I
if
can't
you
say I
did not
didn't know.
No. It's not about that. In that case, you didn't know because you went and did it. I'm saying in a case where you did not know, you actually did not know. You said you did not know, not where there's a reason that you have to prove, but you're like, wait, I did not. Especially if you're not like when I was in Pennsylvania. I remember they were like, oh, the person in the passenger seat can't have anything in their hand either, just as well the driver can't. Only people in the back. I'm
That's
like,
still a law, though.
no, I understand that. But what the just like when I talked to the guy, we both were like, what do you mean?
Okay.
We did not, no, listen. We did not know that. The guy was like, okay, I understand. That is the law, but I'm going to educate you now, right?
Okay,
No.
so why couldn't Brittany use that same excuse?
Why couldn't who?
Brittany Griner, the basketball playing bitch. She didn't know she could have had weed. You can't say I don't know something.
Yes, you can.
You can say I don't know, but it doesn't change the fact that you broke the
We all
law.
know that the criminal justice system is broken everywhere. One.
Exactly, so you
No,
can't-
that's not what you're saying.
Excuse because Russia was doing that as an
But you
whole.
can't. Okay, but like.
Russia did it for a whole political move.
Yeah,
Alright, so-
that's
simple.
So how-
They didn't want her.
So how-
And that's why she changed her so long.
her as
You
a
wasn't
mom.
trying to do nothing.
They use her as a
Hey,
mom.
she's bait.
So
You
as
want that guy that we've been
a
asking
hot
for?
topic, it's fucked up,
It's
but it
not
is
a hot
what.
topic.
No, I'm saying what it was currently happening. It is what it is. I don't
What's
control what it
currently
is.
happening?
Right in America, you can be gay, you can be free about, right? You will
you
overturn.
know
No, you
black.
can't. Certain states you can't.
But for the most
Right.
part, you can.
No, not for the most part.
Okay, in New York, you can be free and gay, right?
Let's talk about New
In
York.
New York, you can be free and gay, or you can do all you want. They even changed the rules to where that trans people can show their nipples on fucking Instagram.
Kidding.
They just changed that. Now, if you take those same
But
people
then how-
and you go to Saudi Arabia and you do that gay shit, you will be arrested and you'll probably be beaten to death.
Right.
You
Right.
can't then say, "Oh, I didn't know I couldn't be gay here."
Yes, you
Yes,
can't
you
say
can.
that.
They're still going to jail
You
you,
can't say that, right?
and
You
they're
are
still going to jail you, and they're still going to beat the shit out of you.
No. Yeah, that stuff is going to happen because you didn't have your lawyer yet, right?
Yeah.
There's a system, just like I just told you.
Exactly.
There are levels of murder.
So you
right?
can't say, "I didn't know that this
It's just
stuff
like
exists."
When I was driving and I accidentally hit somebody, not being drunk, but I accidentally hit someone, I didn't mean to kill that person, right? So I'm not going to get charged the fucking worst penalty for murder.
Okay.
I did not know that person was there. Oh my God, I did not know.
Right.
So that means I was fucking wrong because you didn't know that you're wrong. No. Sometimes there are some issues, some situations you did not know. But then you get educated.
But doesn't
and you-
change the
no, no.
consequence.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
If you still kill someone and they still find you
There are
guilty,
different levels of
but
murder.
they still find you guilty,
There
then
are-
what?
If of what, right?
Of-
It's not going to be the extreme.
No, you still
Exactly.
you still gonna do the
There
9
are
years for
different
doing it though.
consequences. No, you're not.
So
Depending
why
if you got money and you got a lawyer.
Vehicular manslaughter is 9 years in
If you got a
jail.
lawyer and you got money, I'm pretty sure you're not doing it.
Because that's
I
not-
promise
that's
you're not doing
different.
it. No, it's not different.
You're paying for someone's
That's
opinion.
not different.
You
That's not
pay-
different.
you pay for an
That's
opinion.
not different. Please tell me that's not different.
You're paying for an
So if I
opinion.
don't have no money, then I have nobody's opinion to be interjected with
I
mine.
guarantee-
So that means I go to jail. Even though I was not
So
wrong.
put it like this.
I was not wrong. That person was not wrong. That person got a lawyer. I did not. But I still go to jail.
So put it like
No,
this.
so then we're not basing it off of the crime. We're basing it off of who has the resources.
Yes. Because
No!
Tory shot
No!
Megan in the leg, right?
No!
He got like 5 years. If I
No!
shoot you in the leg right now, it's a
No!
lot black ass
No!
forever.
got 5 years? Where was that?
Okay, he probably got less than 10.
Exactly, right? Or we probably don't got nothing at all, but we don't know, right?
If I shoot you in the leg, they gonna give you 25 to life.
Right? No.
Because I have no lawyer.
Attempted murder is not that.
depends
No.
on
You're talking about murder. That's
I
murder.
said shoot you in the foot.
And that's attempted murder. That's not murder. So there's not gonna be 25
So he didn't fucking.
That's not gonna be 25
They still gonna-
That's not even about
Why do
Tory.
you-
That is, if it was a regular person, it would not be 25 to life.
It would be instantly
No, it would not be.
Book ass niggas.
It doesn't
It depends
matter.
on what you can
It
afford.
does not. No, it doesn't. No, I just told you. There's different levels of murder. There's different levels to each crime that you commit.
Hell no.
Level A, D, B, C. Which
You
might
have
which
murder one, murder two.
Thank you.
There's different.
They are different. So you shot a person in the foot is not the same as you executed someone and shot them in the head.
Yes,
That is different.
I'm not saying those are. I'm not
That's
comparing
it.
apples to
That's
oranges.
different.
I'm not comparing
Next
apples to
question, baby.
oranges.
Next question.
I'm saying that
That
I
is
did the
different.
exact same crime as somebody
No.
else with money, I'm going to jail.
Of course, we all know.
For a
that.
longer time.
But that is not fair. It's not based off the crime. Once again,
It's
let's go back to
based
the
off
crime.
of your money.
It's not based off the crime. Exactly.
I said that the whole time.
No, you didn't. You said it should be based off the crime.
I said it's based
No.
off of your money, your resources, what you can afford.
And that's why I said we need to create resources for everyone. You're like, it's based off of you and what you can get to.
Exactly.
That's wrong.
That's not my problem.
Yes, it is. You probably live in an area where you need resources, but you can't access them. Who is now available to do the research? You may not be in that position to get resources, but the person over here that say they don't care could be in that
I
position to get
guarantee if
resources
someone asks
for
me,
you.
I can point them to the right direction. All you gotta do is ask.
All right, so where I need to go to get better credit, to be the perfect mother, and also not depend on no one, not daycare, not school, but me to take care of my kids.
I can tell you how to fix your own credit.
No. Tell me. Give me point A to point B. Tell me
Point A to
everything.
point B,
Yes.
go online
And then what?
on your cell phone.
Uh-huh.
Go on CapitalOne.com. Get your
Credit wise, yep, got that.
Get
So
your
what now?
credit card.
Yeah,
Get you
can't get a credit card. They declined me. So what now?
Pay what's hitting you? What's currently
No,
hitting your
pay
name?
what?
What's currently
With
hitting
what
your
income?
What's currently
With-
hitting
with
your name?
what income?
What's currently hitting your name is
let's
not the
say
question.
student loans, credit cards. What's the other debt that people got?
Do you have a
whatever.
criminal history?
Yeah, I do.
What do you do?
I didn't know that. Like me doing this will give
Do
me
you have a
criminal
felony?
record. I don't know the law, so I don't know if I have a felony.
Did
or
you get
misdemeanor.
convicted or not? Did
I
you?
think I did. I don't know.
Did you go to jail?
No one taught me. I didn't go to jail, but they told me that I
You
had
should.
to pay fees.
There's no way that you don't know you're a misdemeanor or felony. It's definitely.
There is a way.
You wouldn't know.
You don't know if you have a felony because you're going to jail if you have a felony.
Yeah.
There's no way around
That's
that.
not true. I promise you it's not true.
I guarantee you're going to
It's
jail
not
if you
true.
have a
Yeah,
felony.
if you-
I'm telling you it's not true.
A felony is a federal law.
Okay,
You're going to
okay. Do
jail.
you have a lawyer? Do you have money?
You're still going to jail.
You're not. You
Yes.
may get booked, but you're gonna get released. You're not going to jail.
You're
It's
still
different.
going to know
You're
if
not
you
going
have
to
a
jail.
felony or not.
No, you may not.
There's no way to tell me you don't know your own fucking criminal history.
There is a way to tell you that because there are a lot of people that are incompetent and also ignorance is blessed and also there's an uneducated.
Well, then it's
bigger
called
population.
Darwinism.
There's a
The strong die, the weak survive.
right,
COVID.
and that's why
Now-
people always are women.
Let's just say
No,
I was talking.
Let's just say white people are always winning.
Let's just say I'm talking to
This is
someone
right. This
that knows
is
what
black people
the
get
fuck
together.
they're talking about.
Right, but who do we know?
But let's say I do.
But most people don't have that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Find you a
So
job. There are places that are
Everybody can't find
hiring.
a
Fast
job.
Track is
Oh,
hiring.
Lord
Speedway is hiring.
Oh,
Mobile
okay.
is the fucking
I
T-Mobile
applied,
store is
they hired
hiring.
me.
Keep trying. Did you call every
Oh,
day?
keep trying? Yeah, they told me they're not gonna hire me.
Oh,
so
well,
what am I gonna keep going
Keep
for?
fucking applying.
I'm gonna keep applying for a place that told me they're not gonna hire me.
Obviously not that place. Go to a different
okay.
place. You gotta keep trying.
Mhm, Right.
So when you finally get this job,
Next question.
you gotta pay shit down.
Next question.
Get your credit card.
Next
Here's your
question.
fucking credit.
That's not how it works. It's easier said than done. But next question.
I've done it. That's how I know I could say this.
Right, and a lot of people try, but it still has not happened.
Was that hard?
It's like credit is just like trust, is it
Was that
not?
hard for you
I
to
put-
rebuild your credit?
I pulled my credit.
No.
From a
Was it
400.
Yes or no?
Was
Yes
it
or
hard
no?
for you to rebuild
No, it took 2
your
years.
That's a long time. That's hard. It's 2 years I spent in the gym. I was getting working body over here. What are you talking about?
tell you about credit is how hard
It's
it is
like
to get
trust.
yourself out of debt.
But
Yeah,
do you,
it's hard.
but do
Most
you want
people-
it?
It's hard.
But do you want
No,
it?
no. If you want it,
but it's still hard.
let's rewind.
Don't
Nothing in life is easy.
Let's rewind. No.
Nothing
That's
in
not.
life is
Yes, it
easy.
is. Yes, it is. When you got shit handed to you, yes, it is. So let's stop lying, okay? 1, 2.
What's handed to anyone?
We're talking.
I know you're not serious right now.
We're talking about
What's handed to people right now?
Nothing was handed to me.
People get
Absolutely
rich.
nothing was handed to me.
about you.
I said in general. We're talking about everyone. We're not talking about just you. We're talking about in general.
I'm saying if I can do it, you can do it.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
I
That's
mean,
what
you
white people
can,
say.
but a lot of
Well, you buy your boots. That's why you have a situation. Maybe if I'm black, I'm a female, and if some of the females are gay, that's 3 minorities or 3 fucking issues.
Don't use that as a reason to bring you down.
Oh, I'm not gonna use it, but you will. But you will.
I
But
can't
you
change
will.
how everyone
No.
thinks. You gotta want it.
No.
You have to
Oh
really-
my gosh. You can want all you want. So okay, let me give you a better situation, right? Let's talk about the housing. Let's talk about housing, right?
Okay.
When you go to buy a house,
I bought this
you
house.
think no. When you go to buy, I'm not talking about you in general. When you go to buy a house,
Yes.
you're not like, oh, I should be married. I should marry this person so I can make sure I get the better
gotta have a job for
deal.
this
I should
long.
have blah 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 blah. I should do it. You don't know all the information, right? But
Right.
you're trying to get that house. You're trying everything you can, but then you don't have that information to do so. Then you get that information, but now it's too late because 1, you married the wrong person. Let's hold on. I'm a black woman. I
Okay.
married a black guy. I wanted to keep my roots going, whatever reason I did it. I love this man. I married a black guy. He may have credit, but beyond that, let's talk about what's the real thing that's happening in America. Racism. It's always underlying.
Okay.
So now we both are trying to get this house together. They're like,
Where can we only get a house?
you can't get a house. They're not gonna tell you specifically you can't get a house because you're black and you're a black couple.
Okay.
But you're doing everything right. But the thing that's wrong with you is this. Something that you didn't create.
Okay.
Some of us bleach it and everything.
They only
Still not enough.
subject you to certain houses. They won't show
Called
you
redlining.
other
Oh,
houses.
what's the other word?
Due
There's
to the fact
redlining.
that you're
There's
black.
there's certain bills just for certain people to get housing, but most people don't know that.
So I
Even
guess it
though-
all depends on who you work with. Because listen,
No.
hear me out. Hear
So,
me out.
okay, we're
No,
not-
hear me out though. Hear me out.
So you ever seen a black person
Hear-
all the way up here
hear
fall
me-
down?
hear
Have you
me-
ever seen a black person up here and fall down?
Hear me out, and then you can
Go
fucking
ahead.
go say what you want to say.
Go ahead.
I bought this house, right? Now you can say what you want.
I'm not talking about in general though.
Okay, but hear
You're
me
talking
out.
about your life story.
Hear me out.
But most,
Can you hear me out?
go ahead.
I did not know what the fuck to do. I talked to a realtor, okay? It was a black guy. He owned a company that helps people get houses. He told me first you have to take a class. The class is First Homeowner Buyers Program. In order to get a house, you have to take that class. I took the class. It was 12 hours. After the class, they gave me a print off. I used that print off. He then hooked me up with a bank. He said, you know, this bank is good. I went to the guy. He wanted to see all my documents. He wanted to make sure I had a job. He wanted to make sure I had this amount of credit. He wanted to make sure I had this amount of money, okay? Now, I mind you, I know that's not the easy part, but hear me out. After that, the guy then told me you're pre-approved for $100,000, right? So at that point, I know my budget. I know what I can spend, and I know what I can company afford to buy. So at that point, it's on me to find a house, and the guy, my realtor, to find a house I can afford. And he showed me multiple houses. He showed me a complex house that had 4 apartments in it. It was $80,000 a month. It was $80,000. That was my budget. It was on Hollenbeck. It had 3 people living there, paying $1,000 a month. The mortgage was $800. I would have made bank. There was another house on Clinton. It was 2 houses for $60,000, both. Mortgage for both of those was $500. It was $1,000. Perfect. This one, the reason why I took this one because it had a brand new roof and had a bunch of brand new shit. And this one was $60,000. It was in my budget. So I chose based off of what I could afford and what I knew. If you go to a realtor and be like, hey, I want to buy a house. I don't know what to do. This is what I got. You got to talk to the people that know what the fuck they're doing, right?
Right. You trust them, right?
But do you care about the area?
I did, but I couldn't get anything on the other side of the river.
Why is that?
And why is that?
Because those shits was like $200,000.
You tried though. You tried so hard to get it.
It's because
You tried so hard
That
to
has
get it.
nothing to do with skin color.
Yes, it does. You need to.
You think the bank was
This is
going to
considered
take
red light.
more
They
money
put you where you belong. They
because
all dumb.
Is
What are you talking about? You thought you had the property. You don't, baby.
And I'm
You
not
don't.
going to say that to you because I know my mom for a fact built her house up from the ground. She lives in.
Okay, she
Before she
probably
did that, she owned her own house.
She
Where was
probably-
that first?
But
In the hood.
owned her own. She built her own house from
She
the ground
probably
up.
had better credit than I did. My
No,
credit
when
still
she
is
built
that
her
word.
first
No.
house up from the ground up, her
No.
credit was not good. And you know where it was at? In the hood.
It's also called inflation. You live in a shit
in the
market.
hood.
No, it's called racism.
It's called racism.
This is a shit market.
It's beyond the just a market.
When my mom
It's even a shittier market when you're black.
it was not.
This is a shit
I need
market.
you to say that racism is real.
It is, but it's not.
No, I need you to
I'm not gonna sit there and live a victim, but it's
No,
racism.
that's not being a victim. That's saying what is.
It's calling it what it is.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
this
call
shit
it
is
that because
real.
I'm not gonna give it its
No,
power.
You
It's not giving it
if you
power.
were a white
You're
guy,
lacking the power.
if you were a
You're
white
trying-
guy,
that power
and
is
you
not
said,
there, but it is.
It's
I
not.
wanna go
It
buy a
is.
It's
house.
not.
That's why you're not over there.
I'm
That's
happy.
why you're not over there.
Do you
But I
feel
will
like
be.
they
No,
would have gave
that's
you
why
more
you're not
money
there.
if you were a white guy looking for a house? Do you feel like they would have gave you more money?
Probably not.
Yes, they would have. It's statistically proven.
Yes, they would.
Just as a woman, there's a gender gap. You know the gender gap.
So,
being a woman, you get made
Your
less
choices
than
are
a man.
homeless or take what you have.
I'm not taking away from what you did. I respect the
No, it's not. Be homeless or
It's
take
still
what you have.
racism.
No.
You gotta play the game
There's
until
a
you
lot of
can
people
win.
that made it all right here. Most people that are homeless,
That's exactly
were
what
not
my
just
mom
homeless.
Huh?
She used the fact that she had already built her own house.
You gotta
from the
play the
ground
game
up
until you win.
in the city, and then she was
Right.
able to take.
But are there
everything
things, are there barriers
covered.
against you? Yes.
Yes.
Are there obstacles? More obstacles for you than another individual?
Yes.
Do you think a white
So
man
how
would
can I
have to
say-
go through what you went through to get a house? Do you think
Probably
he had
not.
to sit in a class?
So what are you
Yes,
saying?
there was white people in that class when I took it. There's white people in the
Let's go
class.
back. Would a white person have to deal with what you did with? You said probably not.
Would
Let's
they
go.
have showed that white man other houses outside of the hood? Would he?
Yeah.
I went to a
They
hood,
would have
nigga.
never showed it. So maybe that's a problem.
No,
Maybe that's your problem. But
That's
then
not an
I
excuse.
learned.
That's
I
my
had-
problem,
no,
yes.
Right.
I'll
But then
own
I
that.
took myself and I went to the resources of finding a person that is not in the hood, that is very.
I went to the
that
person
has
I
the
knew could help
aesthetics-
me at the
they have
time.
the aesthetics that make me like, oh my gosh, this man is on the other side of the grass where I want to be.
I
wanna be where
guarantee
he
you
is.
could have
And I'll get there.
You will get there.
And
But
it's
that's the
not-
point. If you
Yes,
work
I
so
tried
hard,
and I
you
kept
should
getting
be
beat
there.
out. I kept getting beat out.
Right, because by who?
They kept betting like 20, 30,000 more than me. I don't know. I didn't see
You do
them.
know, like
Probably white people.
probably white people.
Probably white people. Could have been A-Rab. Could have been anybody. I don't fucking know.
But it's everyone that was not having the same obstacles as you. I promise you that.
100%. But I'm
So that's what
I'm
talking
still
about.
young
We
enough
can
to
do
make
everything.
fuck
That's
up,
not the
and
point.
I'm
That's
still
not the
old
point.
enough to know what
We
not to
can
do.
You could be old as hell, and they say it all the time. I didn't stop this drive to get to this career until I got here. But it took you to get there at 80. This person did it at 20.
I can't
Right?
compare
No,
apples to
what I'm
oranges.
saying is this person had less obstacles, not because you wasn't trying. You put way more work in than this 20-year-old did.
I can't compare
No,
other
no.
people's shit to
Yes,
me.
you can. Because
No.
this person, this was right.
Thinking you
This was
can't.
right. This was wrong.
It's still not gonna change
They
the
were
fact
handed
that
it.
it's still not gonna change the
Hey,
matter of the
son, I'm gonna give you
situation.
this. Hey, my daughter, I'm gonna give you $100,000. Use that for that household, okay? Get
It's
that house.
still not gonna change the
No,
situation.
it is gonna change. You can change it. You need to realize that you have more power than you think that you don't have. Where there are people, there is power, and that's why, as black people, we always like that. That's why we were slaves for so fucking long. That's why we're still slaves mentally, because we do not sit here.
Slavery was not
Our best-
abolished.
Listen, it definitely did. Like, if we would sit here like, yo, let's band together, let's do this shit for us. Let's do this for us. And I don't mean just for us in this room. You made a thought I was just talking about us in this room. No, I was talking about us. A bigger picture. There's us. Like, we matter. We should be
I
for us.
100% care
But we
about the
don't.
bigger picture, but I
We
gotta
don't.
get my picture first before I can fix somebody else's.
Okay, so are you in the place that you want to be?
50,
Yes or no?
50.
Just a quick question. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm happy
So now,
right
are you able to dish out a little bit of help towards people or no?
Yes.
You
I
are?
still dish out
okay.
help.
So there it goes that you're helping, right?
Yeah.
Then you need to stop being part of the problem.
I ain't part of the problem.
Mentally.
Someone has to come help me, ask me for help. I learned that
No,
psychology
no.
that you don't offer help to people that don't want
I
it.
learned psychology too, but there's a lot of people that didn't know that there was help. It's just like people that are abused. Do they ask for help? 9 times out of 10, they didn't ask for help.
It's not my fault that you didn't ask.
Just like it wasn't the fault that that girl got killed or that man got murdered because he was a man. He asked for help, but no one believed him.
That's not my point that nobody believed him.
No,
If you ask,
it does.
if you
He asked for help.
I can't
He asked
control
for
that
help.
somebody else didn't
No,
believe
he asked
him.
you for help. And
If
then
someone
you sat
asks-
there like,
If someone asks me for help, I come help them. My supervisor's talking about killing himself, and I went to go talk to him and help him and talk him down. If you ask me for help, I will come help.
Most people that's ready to kill themselves is going to be a next time and a next time. Are you going to be there every time?
If he calls me, I'll come
No,
running.
are you going to be there every single
If he
time?
calls me, I will come running.
And so is that enabling him or is that helping him?
I don't know. I think it's helping. To me, it's helping.
You think so? But
Mentally,
then it
it's-
happened again. So how is that helping him?
I can't control his mental issues.
You can't, right? But
Yes.
who can?
He.
No, beyond him.
Oh, I don't know.
Help.
I don't know what he has out
Help.
there.
He asked
He
for help.
called me for
so
help.
You are not the expert, so
And I
for
talked
me,
him down.
I'm gonna talk him down, but I'm like, let me take you. Hey, bro.
And if I talk him down for
what I'm
a
gonna do, I'm gonna take you to therapy, or I'm gonna show you
He's
that
got
there
four
is some
therapists.
some- No,
What is
that would mean
therapist and it
it ain't helping. No, but that means it ain't helping. No
What the fuck
therapist.
you want me to do? You have 4 therapists.
If he
When
has
I met with him, he said he just left 2 therapists. We sat down, we ate dinner. I bought him food. We talked, and then he said after he's leaving me, he's going to see another one. What can I do at this
So
point?
what I'm telling you is,
There's
maybe,
nothing you can
No,
do.
there
You can't help
is.
somebody that.
But I've done all that I
If he is
can do.
asking for help, you can help that person.
Help him do
But
what?
there are different ways, right?
How?
Maybe he don't need a therapist. Maybe he
I'm
needs
not
a
suicidal. I don't know that mindset. I don't know why you wanna kill yourself.
Obviously you don't. But most people that are suicidal don't even know that they want to kill themselves.
Okay, so
They're like, oh my god,
I can't. Me personally, I can't help you if I don't know how you
You
think.
know about Hot Topics? Like the dude Twitch, the celebrity Twitch. They were saying he was posting all these videos. He was posting that he was so happy. This was happening the day before. This happened 3 days before. He just celebrated his
They always
anniversary.
say that
He
there's
did this,
evidence
he did
that someone's losing their fucking mind.
Right, right. But it's all the people around. It matters if you pay attention.
I am paying attention,
That
trying to
person
help
asked for
him.
help, but maybe the way that you addressed it did not help. Is what I'm saying. To
So
you, right?
don't come back to me if I'm not
No,
helping
it's
you
not
then.
coming. It's not him saying it. It's not him saying you didn't help me. He thought you helped him.
Okay.
But it did not help. Reality.
How
It
is
did
that
not-
my fault
It's
then?
not your fault. What I'm saying is it may not help him. So then you take a different route. You're not gonna say that. You're not gonna take that same way again.
I can't prove
I hope
it,
You're
though.
not
I
gonna take that same way that you helped him the first time. You're gonna do it different.
I just sit and listen to him talk.
Right.
That's all
and
I
then
did.
now you're gonna be like.
And that's what people.
That's all I can do because I don't know what the fuck to do.
Right. But
So-
you see that?
but
But you
this
see how you
is
know what to
the
do?
air.
But you should be able to. You should be able to help him. You should be able to.
I shouldn't because I know.
He should be able to pull himself up and get his life right.
Eventually.
No. He should be able to right then and there after you help him. He should be able to pull himself up.
No, it's not going to be overnight kind of situation. I understand at the same time.
There's always obstacles, right?
Those ain't my fucking obstacles.
Yeah, no, but you have your own. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So this is what I'm saying. For each person that have their own obstacles, but you're comparing everybody to be the same as you. I did it, so you could do it.
Yes.
You said you never dealt with suicidal thoughts, but this person had. I did it, so I can do it. Everything is different.
You gotta
Everybody
change the
is
way
not
you
a
fucking
soldier.
thinking. I don't know.
Everyone is not a fighter. There are different levels. That's the thing.
And like I said, Darwinism, strong survive and the weak die.
Yeah.
It is what
But
it
even the
is.
stronger die.
It is what
Because
it
you be
is.
so confident, like, oh, I ain't matter so much.
I
And
said
then, you know what?
Darwinism. I didn't say eventually they'll die.
I'm talking about.
I didn't say eventually, yes. But
Not just the weak die though. That's what's funny.
like they taught you in school on fucking birds.
I'm the smartest, and look, you don't end up dead because you forgot to pay attention.
Yeah, but now it's a new level of Darwinism. But the old one, you survived it. So you can't say they died because of that. They died because of something else.
The old one was based off a white man going to an island next to the Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Was it a black man that went to the island? It wasn't. It was a black man.
Just
It was a
know when
white
you
man.
see me crashing Lamborghinis in the swimming pool with albino pythons.
Oh, I already seen it on these
Just
stab. Just know, I seen it on these stab already. It's too late. You gotta go high.
I said me.
That's okay.
I'm talking about them.
I thought it was you, but it wasn't you. It was somebody else.
That's fine. As long as you thought about
Look,
it.
see? You know what I mean? It wasn't you, but I put it there.
Yo.
What's your next one? I feel like that question was
That wasn't even a question. It was another question that came that question.
like
Next question.
next question.
You ever love somebody you don't want to be with?
Yep.
Yes. I'm currently dealing with that.
Can you speak into the mic?
I'm currently doing that.
I think you need to speak a little louder.
But it's really so hard because it's like you love this person, but you know that they are not for you.
Okay.
It's really rough. It's like a constant battle within yourself.
Okay.
Of course. Wait, what was the question?
Are you in love with
Dodge
somebody?
and
Oh, I love somebody. No.
I said, have you ever loved someone you
Have you
don't
ever
want to be
loved
with?
someone that you-
That I don't want to be with?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
We both here.
It's like that, but
It's really like
this shit is because the person was. Most of the time, it's because that person was dishonest.
yeah.
Like if I told you I was being honest and truthful the entire time,
Yeah.
and then you told me that you were, but it comes to find out there's proof that you weren't. Who's the problem here? You're the one that's saying lying. I told you everything. I kept it real with you. I told you before we even started talking. Yeah, I'm talking to some niggas over here. But I'll stop talking to them if you on the same page as me. Yeah, I'm on the same page with you. Alright, I cut them off. Now we over here doing the same thing, but clearly we're not. You over doing you, while I was over here just being for you. There's a difference. And it's like, maybe now it's your time to go.
rough. Yeah.
It's your time to go, baby. We
It's like you know your
fuck the
worth,
new year, but it's
know
a
what
new
you
me.
deserve, but you still have this love for that person.
And then that's why you have friends to tell you that nigga ain't shit. Fuck that bitch. That bitch don't love you. That bitch at home. I see her over here. Never mind.
Yeah, it's rough.
Love is harsh.
Yeah, love.
Because, not of love, but because of the person that lied about loving.
And
if
I'm
you love me-
always romantic.
If you love me, you would never have did that to me. You would never treated me that way. You did that because you were selfish. You did that because you did not love me. You claimed that you loved me. You maybe had an infatuation or
Yeah.
that oh I like
But
her.
if you
or,
really
oh,
love me, you would not.
You would not do that because I loved you and I would not do that. Even when you did me dirty, I said do you dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty, like did me dog dirty. Now I'm like, now I gotta be a
Like
dog.
drag you through the motherfucking.
Now I gotta be a dog, and I'm still not missing you. I'm answering your
Yeah,
calls.
for
I'm
real.
making sure you good when I see the shit on the news in your house. Yo, you
You
good?
okay? You okay?
Not bad, but like, yo, homeboy, you still good? Cause I seen that shit near your house. You good? That was
You
good.
still
Like,
alive?
Yeah. Oh, you are? Okay, Click. Wait, hold on. Why you calling me? I did everything okay.
I just
No,
wanna make sure
I was
you're
making sure
okay.
you're good. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't wanna go to your funeral. I ain't have my dress ready.
Right.
Just saying.
I wasn't ready
But then,
to fight
you the
my
one wrong. Nigga, you was dragging me through this motherfucking dirt. You didn't think it was wrong. But now I'm mad because I said I didn't want to get my outfit ready for the funeral. Or for the fucking jail cell. Like, you know, you gotta have a uniform for that. You gotta have an outfit for this. Like, that shit crazy. And I ain't got no money on my fucking phone for you to call me, so don't call me. Don't call me. Call somebody else. Call me 3-way. But I don't want to answer call
over here. Ain't no answer to collect calls. You gonna get the voicemail every time.
Do y'all think the word bitch is a double flawed standard? It's a flawed double standard.
I think bitch does not have the power that it used to have. I think when we use it, see, some people think that they're like, oh, we use it, you're giving it power. No. Because we use it in this way and that way and this way and that way, it starts to lose its value. It's just like the same type of way that
Like,
a male or a female feels.
So like nigga though.
Right.
Right. And just like,
I know people that's like, don't call me no bitch, don't.
I even went through like trauma with the word bitch. Like, it was crazy back in my day, like youngin'. And it was just like, now I'm older and people say this shit and I just be like,
I feel like it's the way that it's used. Like,
Yeah.
they would be like,
It's
you a
your song.
bitch, you this, you
That
that.
ain't
So
like,
at that point,
bitch, nigga, use a bitch. Use a bitch.
is that as a flawed double standard then?
Hold on, Krishan said, and I know it's bad to quote her, but I really understood what she said.
You talking
when
about the interview with Sharp?
Yeah,
I saw
so
that. I
when-
just watched that yesterday. That's just
when
crazy.
she was like, if you call me a bitch, you a bitch.
So I understand what Sharp and that girl was saying though, because she said as an aggressive bitch, like she ready to tee up with a nigga.
Right,
But then
that's what
don't
she's
call me
saying.
a bitch if you
She's
don't want me
saying
to
like,
call you
don't
a
call me a
bitch
bitch. If you don't want me, most niggas don't want to be called a bitch, right?
Okay.
So most females don't want to be called a bitch in that standard of being
And
angry.
then when he told the story, he wasn't even talking to her though.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't even talking to her. He was talking to somebody
But
else.
I'm not saying I'm saying I understand what she says when she.
The meaning of that
If you call me a
statement that she
bitch,
said.
I'm gonna call you a bitch back and don't be mad.
Not about the situation, but the statement she said.
Yeah, like if you call me a bitch, I'm gonna call you a bitch back and don't be mad.
So is it depend on context? Cause like if,
Yes,
a
it
nigga
does.
call you his bitch,
Context.
you gonna call him a bitch?
No, nigga
No,
like.
if he say it
nigga
like
that's my-
jokingly way,
No,
oh,
nigga
that's
like,
my
even if he
bitch,
not joking, like he like, oh, that's my bitch, blah blah. I'm like, I give him a face. Who your bitch? You got the wrong bitch, nigga. Like, who you talking to? It's gonna be an argument later on.
I'm your
More
girl.
like on the side. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm your woman. What you talking about?
Woman.
Ain't no bitch over here. But it's not gonna be nothing that's gonna be like, I'm not your bitch, blah blah blah. But if you call me a bitch in anger, I'm gonna come back and
you
meet
fucking
you.
bitch.
I'm gonna come back and meet
Fucking
you.
too
Bitch, nigga, I'm gonna beat your bitch ass and then send you to your bitch ass mama. What you talking
Exactly. So it boils down to don't call me a bitch if you
Out
don't
of
want to be
anger.
called a bitch.
about? Out of anger.
Yeah.
It's all out of the context.
If
Is
you
if
don't
it's
want to be called a
anger,
bitch back, don't
we
call
can
me
get
a
there.
bitch.
But if we not doing it angrily where you're joking around, or if it's friendly term where it's like just like
really be bitches.
niggas talk more than bitches these days.
For real.
Like you say, alright, bitches.
Niggas talk more than bitches.
But just saying, like, this is like when your female friend or a gay friend or whatever calls you, oh, that's my bitch, or
My
bitch, blah, blah, blah. Like, for me, I don't say it, but people around me saying it, I'll be like, alright, cool.
But I had a friend now, I was like, bitch, and she was like, don't call me that. And I was like, okay.
Right, but it's that communication, you have to say it. Like, for me, I wouldn't do shit related to that, but I'm like, I'm not hell bent on it where I'm just like, okay, cool.
If she knows
I know I
I
mean
mean
it,
it in a
yeah.
negative
Like that
way.
person may tell you, oh, okay, I don't want to, but for me, I know she does it, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm okay with it in myself, where I'm just like, I know
Right,
I ain't
we
that
had
bitch.
that type
I'm
of
like, you right, I am that bitch.
Birds. Alright, man, we got two
No,
more
who's flying?
questions.
Cause ain't nobody flying unless someone on a flight.
Birds of a feather flock together.
I don't be flying, but
We got
we be flying on a flight. Okay, let's say that. We're gonna fly together on a flight.
On a flight.
two more questions.
Okay.
Just the middle or the end or the what is this? Cause it got deep,
Right.
and I feel like that was the ending.
I feel like that question.
They get paid for that lengthy
It was
argument.
kind of long.
Who paid for that lengthy argument? Y'all want to see this?
Nah, that's gonna be in the free part.
That's the free part. No, they can't see me. They got paid for that. Have me like that.
What have you done for your legacy?
Wait, what you said?
What have you done for your legacy?
Honestly, 2023 is the year that I'm trying to build my legacy. Like, I'm trying to really put myself out there and do something different to really leave something for myself. Because I want to be that person that leave a mark.
So what are you trying to do?
Honestly, that's why
What's your
I'm
end
here.
goal? What's your end goal?
My end goal is to be.
Nigga, I should be your card. You see that? I helped you. You see that? What's your end goal?
My end goal was to be very successful, to like leave behind something, even if it's not for.
When you say successful in
What are you trying to do?
Well-
Where are you going? Like, what do you see yourself?
No,
Like,
don't say where you're going, because that motherfucker gonna take a trip.
where are you
I'm
going
talking-
this year? What are you like? You know what? I'm just gonna fucking do it.
This year, I think. That's a hard question.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
She already said the other day, like, oh, my birthday, we going to Paris. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm trying to do something epic this year. I'm trying to do something different. I really love traveling, so I'm trying to incorporate traveling with, making money.
Being comfortable.
Yeah.
So your traveling is gonna be part of your legacy. Like, you know what? She
Hell
traveled
yeah.
and she got rich as fuck off of it.
I want mine because I don't want any kids, if I'm being real.
Okay.
So like,
She
I
got
want
mine. She got
my
mine.
nieces.
Yeah.
I want my nieces and nephews to like really look up to me. Like, damn, she really did something different. She really paved the way for us.
Where we don't have to have kids.
Where we don't have to have kids in order to be
important.
yeah. Like I don't plan on leaving my legacy to my kids. I plan on leaving it to like my nieces and nephews.
Okay.
So I want to really be that person for them that they look up to, that they really like, damn, she really doing what she need to do to be something big. I really want that for myself. Like, I want my nieces and nephews to look up to me. So I really want to be a business owner. I want to start something. I want to start a brand.
So what's stopping you?
Self-doubt.
Okay.
Being in a small city, Rochester, everybody know everybody.
That should be your leeway to get in.
No, it's harder.
It's harder.
It's harder. It's because
really
everyone
harder.
may know you. Like,
2
act
Chainz
like
said on his podcast, everyone leaves their city thinking they're gonna find it easier, and it's harder. It's better to start in your city because people already know you.
You're right.
But what I'm saying, when they know you, when you got people that know you in like a light that they may not like you, it's like, that's why I'm saying it's harder. When it's easier, it's like, okay,
You gotta find
you're
your-
starting to feel like, oh, I don't care about none of you motherfuckers because I don't know none of you motherfuckers.
I find
I'ma go do what
the
I
positive in every single thing. Niggas hate this
silver
podcast,
lining.
but they still share it.
The silver lining.
Views is views.
Silver lining.
That's how I see it.
For me, I would say my legacy.
What's your legacy?
He's scared. My legacy.
Because she's the big one.
I want all over the fucking place. My legacy, obviously, the kid I got, and like whatever future kids they will be, like. Well, football team. I'm just kidding. Maybe not. But what I'm saying is, the kid I do have, like, I'm like, I don't need no nigga. I'll be like, listen, good, we good. It's just me and my kid type shit. And the people that I fuck with on a daily basis where we will dip off and be gone. But then I also think just on my legacy that I want, like, more so is like, she really cared. She really wanted to help. She really demonstrated that and this, and this. And when I say the stuff that we talked about earlier, I'm really passionate on because it's like, I feel like our black people can be more than where we are now, not individually, but like as a group, in an individual way, where we are just being more than what we are, and it's that we forget how much power we have. Just like when you say, like, you're a king. Shit. Some of us forget that we are kings and queens because we forget that it wasn't just slavery that we dealt with. We were kings and queens in Egypt, like this way, like
kidnapped.
we don't want to be here. They be like, it's nothing to go back where you came from. Oh yeah, bitch, I'm here. I was born here, so yeah, kind of is. I gotta renounce my citizenship. It's at least about 3,000 to 4,000.
We don't
just
know
to get.
culture,
But it's like just to even, I have to pay to leave here to be like, I don't want to be a citizen here. I want to be somewhere else.
Would you ever do a 23andMe? Would you ever do 23andMe?
Yes, I would.
Figure out where you
I'm
come
very
from?
big on my culture. I'm very big on my multicultural. People are like, oh, you're one of those. Yes, I accept all of me. I know I am white. I know I am black. I know the different part of whites I am. I know I'm Hispanic. I know I'm Native. But I accept all of me.
So,
I accept all of me. Do I like put my black side higher? But it's more so because of how I grew up and who I grew up with. But it's like I still think like, so I think like how more so I felt for me, the way that aesthetically, like how white people see themselves or Hispanics or this person or that person in different kinds see themselves, I see ourselves already as kings and queens, not as what we were, but already still as that. Like, that's how I see us, not just myself. Even motherfuckers I don't like, I still see it as like, you could be somebody. You are somebody.
Yo.
Just
One
not
thing
there
I
yet,
love
baby.
about her is that she's very educated. You know what I mean? Like, she has a lot of knowledge about
I don't try to like just talk. I be educated and then I start talking. I'll sit there. If I don't know shit,
her.
I'll sit there like,
The way she gives it could be a lot, but
I'm
she's
aggressive.
really educated and like she knows a lot. So she really has that
I care a lot.
potential to give back to the community, really make her name known.
so when I'm a officer out here, not an officer, a big name. I'm talking about officer, like officer of the law, like politically.
Yeah.
Yeah, vote for me.
I definitely see her politically. You know, we have some things we can work on. But for
I won't be drinking during the press conference.
I can see her in being like a political figure that's gonna make a statement, gonna make a change.
So my biggest thing is, one word to put it, is change.
Yeah.
Something that it was when I was here or before I was here,
Yeah.
and then that shit is different when I'm still here and then like leaving. Even
I
if it
can't wait
happens
to see
after.
us in our 30s. We really gonna make
I can wait. Hold on. Don't rush me now. Hold on.
I mean,
I see the fucking minute. The meeting was like this. It was supposed to have to go like this. Hey, got the ass. 1983. And I got the ass like, oh my, woo. Look at the fighters right there. Oh my God. Don't say that. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. I'll be still struggling. Hold on, I'm not 30
We're
yet.
gonna be 30 before we.
Okay, look at she fucking dragging me like, hold on. Let me change my birthday up.
I was bored.
Let me lie. My birthday was in March. My birthday's November.
I mean, I'm still 25 for the next 5 years, so.
One thing about me, I don't lie about my age, but I think I'm gonna start now.
I'm a lie.
I need some time, baby. I need some time.
How old
Give me some
are you? I'm 25.
Wow.
I'm 25. Yeah.
I'm 25.
I'm about to play with you.
Get it, girl.
Is there another question?
Yeah.
Go ahead, ask me. You really scared to ask me. Don't ask no wild shit. It better be some wild shit.
It's not.
Like, I just fucked your head up.
No.
I said no. It better not be no wild shit, but it
What
better
about
be
you?
some
You
wild
already
shit.
answered the question. What's your
I answered none of these questions.
Oh no, you did. You answered some of these questions.
You answered that
You know, he answered that question when we was laying back and forth. You was answering. You were answering. You know what you're passionate about, King?
Facts. King Tut in this
I
bitch.
respect that. You know, I really do.
King Tut dead, baby. Try another one.
Because we really are.
That's the only one I know.
And as more of us realize how we are kings and queens, like I feel like that will be
On the black
coming
Panther
together.
Messiah, he said,
Yeah.
where there is people, there is power.
Yeah.
There's always motherfucking people around, whether they stupid
And
as a
that's
bitch
why
or not.
white people,
But we need to
they
get
look
out
at
there.
us as
They scared.
threats. They're scared. They're scared of us.
Because they know our power, but we don't even. That's
Yeah.
what's so fucking sad. They know
Why
our
you
power.
think they
And then,
burned down?
why you think
Look
I'm
at-
trying to blend in until it's time to pop the fuck out?
Nah, I know blending in. Oh, baby, I'm probably the fuck out. You know
You ain't gonna do it.
You
It
want-
was blended in.
I'ma coach you.
Stick out.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out like, yeah, bitch, it was me. What's up? I did.
You want to
Back in the
learn
day, I'm gonna hit you again.
the keys to
Financially,
success,
this time.
or at least somewhat
Listen,
success?
let me tell you
Read the
what
48 Laws of Power. That's a great fucking book.
Oh, I know. I read it. I got the book.
And
in
it
my
basically
room.
says, in
What
my
I'm
book
gonna tell
bag,
you is,
and it basically says,
because some books need to have a little.
make the king
little
feel
tweak.
important while low key you're the
So
important
that's
one.
the same as if like I was a sex slave. I thought about it. If I was a sex slave, I'm like,
Wow.
yeah. I'm saying that's the same thing. Like to the top, right? You over here like you're a sex slave. You don't want to fucking be here. You try to make your way to the top. Make the king.
You're not
feel
gonna
right.
suck your way
I'm
to
gonna
the
be
top.
the one that's over here, his right hand man, left hand man, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to make it feel like, oh, he think he can trust me. Bitch, as soon as you think you can trust me, I took them keys and freed all the
And
slaves.
the very first chapter in the book, the very first one says there was the king, and his man threw the party, and the party was bigger than what the king could have threw, and the king threw that nigga in jail.
Right.
And it was the other nigga who threw a party in the king's name, and that nigga became more famous than the king, and they killed the king, and he became the king.
So now I shall.
So blend the fuck in
I ain't
until it's
blending.
time to pop the fuck
Nah.
out.
So the difference is, right? You gotta be ready for that. You gotta be.
I'm always ready.
If you're gonna do that, you have to be ready for that fucking offensive line to come back where they like, I'm gonna throw you away, bitch. You
I'm
gotta throw
al-
him away. Shh.
I'm always
No matter
ready.
what language you know, we all know.
I'm always ready.
Whereas little one, the big one, you know the sound. So it's like, bitch, if you come riding up with me, I'm coming to take you down where the fuck you stay. It's very simple. Just
Mentally,
know
I'm
that.
always ready.
Just know that.
But you asked me a question and I'm gonna answer
What
for
was the
you.
question?
You asked me what I done for my legacy.
I don't think
What
I
are
asked
you
you that.
doing?
You did, duh.
I mean, I did. What are you doing for your legacy?
Yeah, forget this money.
I want to make sure they hear me because I'm soft spoken.
Yeah. This pod. When I first wanted to do this, I wanted to do it in February of 2022. And I pitched this shit to 9 different people. And I was like, yo, let's do a pod. They was like, all right, let's do it. And I tried it at least 3 times and it didn't take off we did the first one and it never took off. And I never put them shits out. And then I want to say June, July, I was on TikTok. And there was this podcast. He was funny as shit. He did solo pods in his grandma's basement. And I was like, oh, you could do that? I didn't know you could do solos. So I started watching him. He was at episode 60. He's at 300 now.
Wow.
And his Patreon, when he first put out, it was Playing the Sea. He only made like $200 a month. Mm-hmm. Now the man's making like $5,000.
Yeah.
And so I was like, why the fuck can't I do that? Right. I already had the studio equipment because I used to try to I used to make beats and I used to let people record and I stopped doing that shit because everybody want free shit. Mm-hmm. Ain't shit free around here.
Right.
And I got tired of basing my money off other people. Mm-hmm. So I was like, what can I do to where I'll just get, some type of money coming in without, you feel me, appeasing and trying to beg people hey, I'm good. So I shut that whole studio shit down. I no longer produce. I don't make beats. I'm doing that shit. And so I just started doing solo pods. Every single week, I'll talk to myself in this mic. And I still do it. I'm not putting it down.
That gotta be real interesting.
And for 20 minutes, every single Monday, I talk to myself. And then once a month or twice a month, I do guests. And the guests are an hour long, and then the solos are 20 minutes. I found out listening and talking to people that people listen to this when they drive home. They listen to this while they doing janitor work, cleaning and shit. And 20 minutes is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
The other dude, he does 3 hours on guests and he does 2 hours on solos. I don't know how the fuck he gets all that content.
I can't understand a 3 hour with guests because it's so much over. But for yourself, it's you gotta be here all the time.
He be going crazy with it.
He probably writes it down oh shit,
so
I think about that.
Everything, everything is written out. Because if I didn't write this down, I would not be on topic. Mm-hmm. So I have my guests, I have my every single days, I have all that. And so it was what can I do that's awesome? And I didn't want to make clothes. I didn't want to do rugs. I didn't want to do candles, sneakers, all that shit everybody else was doing.
I love candles. I'm going to be starting my candle brand.
So it was what can I do?
We start a podcast.
And we're going to be starting a podcast.
To stand the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then...
we
definitely got to have
Trav gonna be on there. That's a guest. You can be our first guest. You gonna be our first guest. We're gonna promote his shit. You see what else we doing? Putting back into the community, the black fucking community.
I can put you on. I listen to at least 5 podcasts every single week.
I like that.
And they all give me ideas. They give me topics to talk about. Because whatever, it's good shit. I'm gonna repeat it because I got my own opinion.
I love podcasts.
And I'm only gonna shout out this one. Late Night with Larry and Lionel. Larry and Lionel said, everybody starts podcasts, but they never make it past episode 20.
Mm-hmm. You told me that. That's the reason why I came here. You told me that. He said, because I told him, I said, we're going to make a podcast. He said, why haven't you? And I was like, there's a lot of logistics. And he was like, if you make it after 20, he was like, you got it. He was like, but you got to do this, and that, break it down or whatever, figure out your topics. And I'm like, what topics you got? What do you mean?
We be texting each other topics.
We be like, yo, this could be the fucking topic.
Some real shit.
Look at that.
What the fuck?
I fuck with it.
Every single week. Even when I'm driving, fuck it, I'll pull over real quick. I gotta write this down. I gotta get this
out. You have to write it down.
Or even if it's just a stupid thought, I still write that shit down.
Instead of doing a note, we do it in a group.
Or I started doing a new thing where I explain my tweets. I go on my Twitter and I explain that because my tweets are different than my...
That's what I said. Twitter porn.
I talked about that on one of the episodes. Twitter Reddit porn.
We're not going to talk about Tumblr porn.
Tumblr used to be the shit.
Tumblr porn.
They shut it down.
I didn't know they had.
They definitely did.
They shut that shit down.
They shut it down real quick. Tumblr porn. That's a topic.
When I see the Twitter porn, I put it wrong. She was put me on
Tumblr porn.
Twitter porn might be.
That's why I had to switch over to Twitter because Tumblr.
Tumblr tapped out. It was too much. It was too much bullshit.
Damn.
It was really good.
I bet you there's another page for Tumblr porn.
Probably. So I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I want this to be big. How do I get this bigger? And one of the motivational speakers I listen to every day, I watch his YouTube videos, and he was like, instead of doing multiple things, find one thing and do it better. Do it better multiple times, and you're fixing the same problem every single time, and you'll become a master at fixing that one thing 100 times versus multiple things 50 times.
That's what I need. I'm good at like multiple things, but I'm like.
So I know exactly what this needs to be fixed. I need women. I need a bigger platform. I need someone to edit the videos while I do the audio.
Co-host like me, like go ahead, put it in the comments below, y'all.
I really enjoyed this though. This was by far like for my first time doing.
We said we gonna do it. She said, let me tell y'all. Let me end this way. We were talking about it, and I brought it together. Look at this. I'm the co-host. I think that it's just all in the summer. But like she was like, let's do something new, do it different. I'm like, right, we do. I'm like, we travel all the time. We go different places. She's like, no, but let's do something different in that. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then like when I told her like we've been talking about podcasts since last year and like, probably before, and I'm like, yo, I know some people that know about podcasts that's already doing it. And she's like, where? I'm like, yeah, for real. So I'm like telling her everything. I'm telling her after 20 episodes, and she goes, I'm like, do you want to come? I told her, and she's like, oh, I'll think about coming. I'm like, do you want to come?
I was like, hell yeah, I want to come. Like, I want to experience it.
We both nervous. She ain't me though. I was ready. I'm like, what you talking about? Like, can't nobody shut me down from talking.
When you said recording, I'm like,
I like pulled her in, and then I was like,
I gotta make sure my hair is
recording. I was recording. Say yeah, so start prepping now.
People got it. So one of the things I kind of hate that I did was I only did audio.
So, but I think that's what a lot of people think.
So
podcasts is our only audio.
So I only did audio up until like episode 25, maybe 30.
That's smart.
And then I didn't do YouTube because I didn't know how to edit. And I was like, I don't know how to edit because I don't want to know how to edit. So I sat down and I really sat there learning how to do it. And now I'm not best at it, but I am good.
But you know how to do it.
I do it the way I like it.
Is all that matters.
Yes.
And I know you can't. You already offered it because you offered me your services. I know how to do it. I'm like,
yeah, definitely our first podcast. You're definitely
yeah.
So me to ask you all the questions.
Let me see what that shoe.
So I learned a few things, and it was just the only thing that I'm honestly paying for monthly is to put it on Apple. It's $20 a year.
See what I'm saying? It's Apple, Spotify.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, and Amazon.
Hold on. I don't remember.
What about Tidal?
You gotta pay for that.
You gotta pay for it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, and I don't go on Tidal, so it's like.
I mean, I have.
Right, I don't go on Tidal. You're the only person I know that goes on Tidal.
Why do you have Tidal?
I don't have Tidal.
What did Jay-Z said? I'm trying to give it to y'all for $9.99 a month.
80% of my listeners come from Spotify. The other 20 is from Apple.
Yeah, I heard
Spotify.
Really
I gave you Spotify.
Yeah.
I gave you Spotify for free. This motherfucker still didn't take it.
I mean, I have Tidal.
True shit, she used Tidal. How disrespect? Free to $99. You want to pay $99?
I want to support the black business.
That's a black business?
Jay-Z was the one that created it.
Oh, I ain't support.
So when I did it when he first created it.
He got money. He don't need it from me.
Be fair.
I'm trying to give a new entrepreneur some money.
And then I realized I play the game a lot, and I'm like, I should get paid to do this. So I stream on Twitch. The only time I'm playing the game is when other people are watching me play the game.
Period.
I feel more comfortable doing that than just sitting there wasting my hours. So I'm like, all right.
Playing the game, wasting hours. I play the game all the time. Do I now? I be on the phone with these motherfuckers.
She be on the phone with me. Playing the motherfucker. You talking on the phone with me?
Am I sure you like it?
Am I? Talking to niggas and I'm like, you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to this nigga over here.
I'm not
getting me killed. Yo, I'm over here dying. Get me the fuck out the water. What are you talking about?
I still want to do the stuff I enjoy, and I still want to like build myself, and I still have to work.
Yeah.
So it's like, why can't I incorporate all that together?
You care.
Exactly.
That's what you're doing.
Always working.
I really respect it. I fucks with it.
Cheers.
I fucks with it. My cup empty, but
that's what I cheers. Cheers to the empty cups.
Alright. What makes you happy?
What makes me happy?
Yeah.
Traveling, experiencing something new, being around people that have.
I don't know what you say to you to say.
I mean, food. We love
whether it's cooking or eating. I'm not ready for that.
We really know how to cook.
Yeah.
Like,
When you cook,
So I need some
when you
food
cook so good, huh?
I need some food.
Oh, we got
Oh,
you.
we
got
want
you. We cook so good. They like, yo, you should do a food. My brothers is literally like, oh, we gonna buy a food truck for you. You see that? You see how much they believe in me? And I'm like, fuck it. And then my older brother like, yeah, D-Dog know what she doing too. So let's let y'all both do it, and we go deliver the shit. And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. It can be for free.
You desire.
You heard? Mill, say it again. You gotta say loud for
Male fantasies, everything you desire.
Meal?
Taste Mill.
Oh, I thought you said male fantasies. I was like,
Same thing. That's good you said.
Male
Same thing.
fantasies.
But some of us in the females, not me, but male fantasies. And then like Simon will say, taste here. And then gonna say.
So start doing it.
Oh,
No, we are.
Something that's another plan for this year to start selling dinner.
We already been developing over here, and then it's like gonna be here you go these meals where you over here thinking it's a meal.
We're gonna start off with Sunday dinner.
One of the things Alex says the problem is we always wait for the perfect moment. And
No, we're not waiting for a perfect moment, baby.
Fucking do it.
What we doing
We should
is
do it next week.
Exactly.
Shit, we gotta do it tonight.
Y'all should be selling dinners tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Next Sunday.
I said tonight. He want to say tomorrow. Like which one are we on?
which
But like so
I'm
like
giving you time to cook the prep.
Listen. We need that. We good in the kitchen, right?
good.
So like our slogans is like you know how they got the little signs here like order here. We go. Taste here, we got food be busting, melts in your mouth. So I told she was like, she like, oh my god, that's too much. I'm like, just hold on. I work with a bunch of men. I work in an auto field, so I go to the men. I'm like talking about it. I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about opening up a food truck or even just serving plates, you know, some dishes or whatever. Nothing crazy, just serving some dishes. They were like, oh, let me hear about it. I was like, so it's gonna be called Male Fantasies by BDD. And he like, all right, cool. And I said, what it's gonna say? I told him, but it's gonna say, food. No, remember I said the first thing I said was like, food be busting in your mouth here or some shit. I said, food be busting in your mouth here or food busting in your mouth or some shit like that. I said something. Yeah, food be busting. That's what I said. I said, food be busting. He was like, wait, what? Mind you, it's a white man, okay?
70% of condom spenders are women. You gotta pay
I don't care about none of that. Women gonna buy it. We love food. Especially when our feelings, all that. I already know what it is. I'm trying to get the men. Because I already know the women gonna buy it. Women gonna be buying for the men. The men now, they gotta make the decision like, damn, I'm gonna buy male fantasies from my wife or my girlfriend or my side chick or whatever or my kids.
Side chicks.
Yes, you are. We support all of you guys, okay? But when you come up to the window and you say that shit, we're gonna be talking shit, okay? To you, okay? But that's not the point. The point is, come see us. Let's have a conversation about it.
Have a
we might be in a video or
fucking
something.
conversation.
But what it is though, we like, yo, I'm like, so I'm telling him, I'm like, it's gonna be like, yeah, food be busting in your mouth and shit. He was like, all right, like busting in your mouth. He was like, I was so interested in that.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even know it was about food. I was like, look at you. You already ate the fucking plate. You didn't even know it was about food.
3 bags in the food.
He didn't even fucking know he was eating the plate. He said I would do it. I said that came from a white man. AKA that came from a white man.
You know what men love?
You know what I mean?
Men love food. Men love a woman
Fucking men.
cook.
I love food. And
mean, yeah,
I love cooking,
you know,
but I
men
also
love
love
food.
like, this is my bitch. You see that? I don't want to say that. Look, it sounds weird. This is my...
You want to know something funny? She said if she was to date a bitch, she would date
Oh
me.
my god! I did not say that.
It was a drunk night. She was
sober.
She
It was a
kissed
drunk
me
night.
on the cheek, and she was like, Dorothy, if I was to date a bitch, it would be you.
Let me elaborate.
I felt real special.
She sure feels special.
Really, you know, we've been friends since 7th grade.
Right,
so
that's a long time. I don't know if y'all can count, but that's more than 5
7
years.
years.
That's
We've
more.
done seen
That's
each
more
other
than that.
grow.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We see
Yeah.
each other grow. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that shit
I was
crazy,
literally
right?
this little girl with nothingness, and then I'm over here. A whole
She
other
always
child.
been the same person ever since I
Thank
asked.
thank you, right? Because I've been the same person.
She been the same person.
I'm not crying over here. I'm not gonna cry on camera for y'all because y'all gotta pay for that, okay?
Yeah.
On our episode, probably episode 2 or something like that.
I mean, I'm sure if we get to talking about real shit.
No, we ain't talking about nothing.
We'll cry.
It's time for me to go. I love y'all. I don't know who y'all is, but if you come Subscribe to us. I love y'all even longer.
B-Dog.
Alright, y'all, we
B-Dog.
gonna get the fuck out of here. We got
You heard?
Big D, Big B, or B-Dog, or
Sure,
T-Dog.
B-Dog,
Yeah.
You got your peanut butter and chocolate. Cheers
Peanut
to the
butter and
motherfucking
chocolate
dream
Reese's.
team. You know.